Sharon, can you hear me? I just ran up to the room to see if I can get this thing started again. And I have a feeling there's 4 people in the room, so that's cool. Oh, good, you can hear me too. So you can see me and hear me. So we had quite a few people, and I have a feeling I lost most of them, but some of you are coming back, so that's good. Hey, Cube Pixels, glad you made it back. I am so sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. I just started out at the Ocean Resort. Everything was fine. I tested everything. I got within, a couple of yards, and the signal just got completely lost. I tried to regain the signal back, and it just wasn't happening. I'm staying at the Hard Rock, which is right up the boardwalk, so I ran to my room. That's where I am now. That's my room behind me, and I know I have a good signal in here, so hopefully, let's see, we got 6 people. I'm going to stay on a little longer. If we can get some more people in here, that would be awesome. I see Sharon. I see Cute Pixels. I see John. Hello, John. Thanks for coming back. I was explaining my technical difficulties. No, you're good. I definitely understand. Thanks, Cute Pixels. I appreciate that. Hopefully, a couple more people will join in. If you guys have any questions, I know there's not too many of you. Hey, New Jersey 785. Glad you can make it. Were you in the original one that I tried to start about half an hour ago? Hey, Robert, glad you can make it. Look at that. We're getting some people back. That's awesome. I was explaining that I ran up to my room. I lost a signal. I couldn't get it back. I tried, and it just wasn't happening. I don't know what happened. I promised you guys a beautiful sunset. Maybe I can show it to you from my hotel room here at the Hard Rock. But I ran up to my room. I was close enough that I said, maybe I can salvage this and start a live stream at 7:30 instead. And look at that. Some of you are coming back. We got 11 people. That's amazing. I didn't expect anybody. So, hey, Shirley, good to see you. How's everyone doing? Got in late, was already a downloaded stream. Oh, yeah. Well, that's because I hit finish to try to start a new stream, and it kind of uploaded that disaster that was about a half hour ago. So I'm just going to have to remove that video from the channel when I get a chance. In any event, here I am in beautiful Atlantic City, not on the boardwalk, but in the Hard Rock Hotel room, where I am going to continue this stream. We got 13 people. That's better than I thought considering the disaster. And hopefully some more people will join in. I just got here about, I don't know, two hours ago. I checked in and I head right over to the ocean to start the stream there. And that didn't work out, obviously, so I ran back to the Hard Rock. And I have some plans for tomorrow, do some more shooting here in Atlantic City. I know one of you started to ask about the cruise. The cruise was fantastic. We're up to 14 people, so we're getting there slowly but surely. Have you ever stayed at the Showboat Hotel? John, I stayed at the Showboat when it was a casino. Actually, it was one of my favorite casinos here on the boardwalk. And but since it's lost its casino license, I have yet to stay there. I did see a video. I'm not sure if it was on YouTube or not, but someone who stayed in one of the rooms, and it actually looked quite nice. So obviously, I can't get comps at the showroom, but I might just see if I can shell out a few bucks and at least get a nice recording of what their rooms look like. I know they actually have condos, basically, or I'm not sure if they're condos or if they're timeshares. But if you go down, I'm going to show you guys. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow when I'm here in Atlantic City. They actually have a section right off the lobby at the Showboat with all mailboxes. It looks like a huge apartment building in New York City. All the mailboxes are lined up along the wall, and it's quite unusual to see something like that here on the Atlantic City Boardwalk. But that's what I'm going to do. I'll make it a point to at least maybe do a short of that and show you what the living quarters of the Showboat look like. I can't actually go up to a room yet unless I pay for one, so I'll probably do that somewhere. Deborah, you made it. So glad you can make it too. I thought a seagull flew away with my phone. That wouldn't surprise me here on the Atlantic City Boardwalk, but that didn't happen. I was explaining to people that as soon as I got away from the ocean and started heading to the Showboat, the signal got lost and I could not get it back. So I ran up to my room here at the Hard Rock saying, fingers crossed, some of you guys will follow me. And you did. I don't have as many as obviously as I originally started with, but hey, I got 15 people. Maybe it'll go up from there. Christopher Bird Trucking. Any news on Ocean getting a beach bar? I actually heard somewhere that, well, they've been looking to get a beach bar for the past 2 years, and I haven't heard anything new about that. I don't know if it's a permit issue or what. They have a perfect location there. I have heard, I don't know how reliable the source is, that the Hard Rock, which is where I am right now, is looking to open a beach bar. That would be awesome. So if I hear anything or if you guys hear anything, let us know on the channel. But haven't heard anything about the Ocean. Heard rumors about the Hard Rock getting a beach bar. So heard the Atlantic Club Hilton is going to be condos. Yeah, I heard that too. As a matter of fact, I did a video on it. I'm going to say about 2 months ago. The place still looks good. It's deserted, but it looks like it's in good shape. And I know that it was recently repurchased by a group of people who do want to convert it to condos. If I hear anything again, I'll let you guys know, but that's the last I heard of it. And as soon as I heard of it, that's when I made that video down at the southern end of the Atlantic City Boardwalk. John, I'm here, but also having problems with my phone. Yeah, you left a comment that you were having issues with your phone service. So sorry to hear that, John, but you're here. We see you. Thanks for joining us. Robert, hello to everyone in the room. Richard, hello. Richard, did you ever do any of my live streams? I mean, you're pretty popular with the comments these days, but I wasn't sure. I don't think I've done a live stream since November or October. So I don't know if you've been around for any of my live streams, but as you can see, they're usually disastrous, which is why I don't do live streams. Someday I'll get the hang of it, I guess. I'm just not a live stream type of guy. I enjoy doing them, and I certainly enjoy reading all your comments, but technical-wise, I'm just not there. And I enjoy, filming and editing and posting and putting my little touches on things, which is why I don't do too many. Saw you in the studio, in the garage. Yes, my studio turned into quite a mess over the winter. I actually started cleaning it out last week to do more live streams from the house in my studio, which is my garage. Do you have an ocean view from your room? Let me see. I promise you I won't disconnect anybody. Let me see if I can show you. Probably not. There's going to be too much glare. Can you see the Ferris wheel behind me? I got an ocean view. So that's there. That is the South Tower. And over here, I got the Borgata, the Water Club, soon to become the MGM, And Harris is back there, and Golden Nugget as well. So I kind of got a good view. I got the ocean, I got the pier, and I've got the marina side as well. This is my room, by the way. Quick room tour. It's a corner room. You'll be happy to know that, Deborah. I know you love your corner rooms. Got windows on both sides. Very nice room. Never disappointed here at the Hard Rock. Show you the bathroom real fast. I just checked in and ran over to the ocean, so I'm hardly even got some things unpacked here. But there's a bathroom. My stuff. Believe me, the last thing I expected to do is be up here right now. I wanted to show you guys that beautiful sunset, but I'll work that out someday. In any event, let me plug this in so we don't get disconnected. Cute Pixels, nice to meet you. New Jersey, 785. Everyone, please hit the like button. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, if you can hit the like button. We got 33 people. I'm really happy about that because I didn't expect to get more than 3 after that. So looks like most of you so far have joined in back. Yeah, so hit the like button. I would appreciate that. Let's see. Ant Pit. I was just at Hard Rock last weekend. I had a similar room in the North Tower. Was it a corner room, Ant Pit? I like the corner rooms. I know I was busting Deborah Camacho. She doesn't like corner rooms. She doesn't like the weird angles. But I kind of like the windows, and I just appreciate corner rooms more. So you're in the newer tower. Yes, it is a newer tower. It's not new by any standard, but it's newer than the South Tower, which is the original Taj Mahal. Which hotel do you like the best? John, I get asked that a lot, and I never give a firm answer for several reasons. But the main one is it really depends on what kind of mood I'm in. If I'm, I love the Borgata, I love Harrah's, but if I'm looking to do some stuff on the boardwalk, well, then those two are out. It depends on if I'm going to be gambling. It depends on what restaurants I want to go to. It depends on so many things. I guess it just depends on what kind of mood you're in. I'm not going to say I've ever been to a bad hotel or casino here in Atlantic City. Bally's was rough for a while, but they've gotten their act together or getting their act together. Caesars hasn't touched their properties in at least a decade, but this past year they've sunk hundreds of millions of dollars into all 3, and it's showing huge improvement. So anywhere I can get a free room, I'm just going to say my next hotel is my favorite. Go to the new water park. That's where I was heading. I blame this whole technical fiasco on Bart Blatstein, who is building that water park, for the bad internet service from the Showboat. I'm just going to say that, I guess. I'm looking for some kind of excuse that I don't have to take the blame. But I was heading towards the water park. It is looking awesome. So I'm going to do maybe a short or just do a full video on the water park tomorrow. I'm here in Atlantic City tomorrow as well, not tomorrow night, but during the day. And I have lots of ideas for videos. I haven't been here in about 3 weeks because of the cruise, which went fantastic. I know some of you started asking about that. But yeah, I'm going to visit that water park tomorrow and give you guys an update. They need to renovate the indoor pool. Yeah, I'm going to say that's the Hard Rock's Achilles heel is their pool. It's horrible. Probably one of the worst ones here on the boardwalk. And that's a shame because the hotel and the casino and the rooms are just beautiful. But they need to do something about that pool. North Tower views are only good if you get up high. That's pretty much true of most hotels. I will say that I checked in late today. I checked in about 5 o'clock, and I'm on the 9th floor. But the room was calm. Who am I to complain? So 9th floor is fine. It's the place to hang my hat and take a nap tonight and start fresh tomorrow. Let's see. I see you're back. I should be heading down Memorial Day. Oh, thanks, Cranium Loss. I am back. Technical issues. Good to hear you'll be down Memorial Day. I'm going to tell you guys, the casino is mobbed. I think I started saying it before I lost connection on the first live stream, that there is a 2.5-hour wait downstairs for the buffet, the Harvest Buffet. The line starts all the way down, almost by the elevators, and it wraps around like a snake through all these It's mobbed. And again, I checked in late and I got stuck with a ninth floor room, which means this place is pretty packed. And I'm looking across right now at the South Tower. Most of the rooms are lit up. So Atlantic City is busy, folks, and it's not even the season yet. Q Pixes says, I'm going to be in AC in June, which is my birthday. We'll have to wish you a happy birthday in June. Richard Hales is in the house. He's being very quiet. Oh, I see him down there. Deborah, that's because no one puts Deborah Camacho in the corner. I thought that was Babe. No one. I get all your jokes, by the way, Deborah. So me and you are kind of like on the same wavelength when it comes to humor. Frank, Hard Rock spent more money renovating the South Tower. North Tower is still mostly the same as it was as Taj. I'm in the North Tower now, and I've never been upset with the condition of the room. It's in pretty good shape. The furniture is a little worn and torn. They did, I'm going to say it's about equal to the South Tower, I'm going to say, with regards to condition. They're probably going to be sinking some money into the North and South Tower again shortly as far as furniture and updates and stuff like that. I know they've done a lot of carpeting in the casino. By the way, Hard Rock and Ocean are celebrating their 5th anniversary this summer. I can't believe it. 5 years already. My picks are Hard Rock, Borgata, or Ocean. John, is everyone aware of Lucy the Elephant? It's a sore subject with my family. It's 15 minutes south of Atlantic Avenue in Margate, America's oldest roadside attractions. Makes a nice digital postcard. I was planning on visiting Lucy the Elephant a couple of weeks ago before I actually went on the cruise. Right now, it's only open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's an issue for me. But once the season hits here, if I can get down here during the week, I will definitely give Lucy a check out the elephant. It's been completely renovated. And, of course, I'll make a video of that when I go there. Have you seen the plans for all the changes, upgrades going to happen at Borgata? Chris, I'm not too sure it's the Borgata. I think it's mostly the Water Club right now. I know Borgata redid their steakhouse, Old Homestead, I think it's called. They made a couple changes here and there, but they're really sinking a lot of money into the Water Club, which is changing its name to the MGM Tower. So it's not going to be called the Water Club anymore. But they're redoing all the rooms, sinking a lot of money into that tower. It's a beautiful tower. I've never stayed there. I've been there, but I've never stayed overnight there. So be interesting to see what they do with that property. Yes, MGM Tower will replace the Water Club. And again, I don't think much is going to happen to Borgata. They're not changing their name. They're not changing their rooms. Although Borgata, another hotel where the rooms are getting a little tired. So we'll see what happens to these hotels. With all the other hotels like Caesars and who else recently? Golden Nugget did their rooms not too long ago. We'll see what happens to all the other hotels and casinos that need upgrades. They're kind of being forced into a corner where they're going to have to put some money into their properties as well. Richard Hales, got to see your face more often as opposed to when. Jeanette Valentine, is the water park open yet? No, it's not. I just walked past it when my phone conked out for the original live stream. And it is, for all intents and purposes, it looks like it's almost finished. The roof is up, the lighting is in. So, we kept saying it's not going to open by Memorial Day. Who knows? It might open by Memorial Day. We'll see. They've been working on that thing nonstop every day all winter. For the past year, I should say, not just this winter, but they didn't close for the season. They've been working on it. So I can't wait for it to open, and I will definitely bring you guys along with me. It's not going to be cheap, just to let you guys know. I mean, water parks today, I believe, are somewhere over $100 just for a day pass, plus you have to pay for parking. So it's not going to be one of these, $25 attractions. You're going to have to shell out some bucks to get in there, and I will have to shell out some bucks too. So. But anything for you guys. Tonight's the night to be at the shore. 80 degrees. If I were around, I'd be spontaneous. If I were around, I'd be spontaneous. What do you mean you'll be spontaneous? I will tell you, it was 80 degrees this afternoon in the Jersey Shore. But now that I'm down here in Atlantic City on the beach, it is not 80 degrees. It is chilly out. It is very windy out. That might have something to do with the technical problems. I'm just looking to brush this problem that I had off on anything but me. So there. Richard, Ola, New Jersey, 785. Camp Pass level 1665 Candy Crush. I love Caesars AC. Have you been to Caesars lately? They're still doing a ton of renovations. The rooms look fantastic. The new restaurants. They got a Starbucks. They're redoing. I believe they redid some of the carpet. I could be wrong with that one. They're replacing all of the ceilings. Especially by the registration area. That's what all that scaffolding was that I put up in the community room. They're replastering all the ceilings. As a matter of fact, someone who's working on that project is a New Yorker who subscribes to this channel, and he let me know that they are redoing all the ceilings, which is why Gordon Ramsay's pub, not the Hell's Kitchen, but the pub, it looks completely closed off. It's like got this tarp all around it. Because they're redoing the ceilings, they're repainting them. It's going to have the clouds and the stars, just like the old one, but they're redoing everything. Michael Maroon, Tribal Chief, sorry. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Michael, how you doing? Can you plug in a Roku or Amazon Fire tablet in the room? I always wondered if I could plug my phone, which let me down tonight, by the way, into the TV. It's a C connector, and you can hook up a C connector, like a C connector on one end and an HDMI, I think that's what it's called, on the other end. And you can plug it into these TVs. I will tell you, most hotels, however, have a note, if you've ever noticed, on the back of their TV that says, if you mess with anything back there, you're going to get charged for any damage or whatever. So just keep that in mind. I've seen it in most hotels, not every hotel, but most of them have a note if you look at the back of the TV that says, don't touch it or else you're going to pay for it. Is that Bally's Hotel? No, I'm in the Hard Rock currently. I'm in the North Tower of the Hard Rock. Tried your chili fire machine at Hard Rock yesterday. We did not have your touch. Oh, that's a shame, Ryan D. That machine's usually pretty lucky. I think my luckiest machine of late is Heidi, and I just might play Heidi tomorrow. I'll do a slot pull over at Caesars. I lost my Caesars rewards card. I don't know what happened to it. I put them all in a safe place before I went on a cruise. They give you two. I put one away. I'm not sure where. And I had the second one. I said, let me hide it just in case I lose the first one. I hid it really good because I don't know where either are right now. So I'm going to head over to Caesars probably tomorrow and see if I can get a rewards card. Hopefully that won't be too long or time consuming. Are you disappointed about the Irish pub St. Patrick's Day? Mob you mentioned. No, I'm always happy when I go to the Irish pub. It's a fantastic place. I was disappointed, and it has nothing to do with the Irish pub, that the St. Patrick's Day parade was held the weekend before St. Patrick's Day here in Atlantic City. That made no sense to me whatsoever. They said that it was going to be the weekend before St. Patrick's Day, and it wasn't going to be that large because it was a last-minute decision. Well, if you ask me, if they pushed it back a week to when it was supposed to be, they would have had more time to get, more bands and stuff like that. So I don't know what happened. But there was a St. Patrick's Day parade. From what I understand, it went pretty well. But I don't think too many people went to see it because it was the weekend before. Irish pub never lets me down. I've yet to eat at the Irish pub, so I might eat those words someday, but they never let me down as far as a good time, great bar, great crowd, and it's just feet from the boardwalk. As a matter of fact, I was going to pass that tonight. I was going to pass the water park tonight. I was going to go into the Orange Loop tonight. It's already dark out, so we didn't miss too much, I guess. Which AC casino has the loosest slots? I'm pretty lucky at Caesars properties. I'm going to tell you they're all pretty much the same, really. It just depends on Lady Luck. I just did a video, today's video, I think it was, Harris Slot Pull, where I mentioned I never, ever win at Harris. Is that a reflection on Harris? Probably not. It's just that I usually have bad luck at Harris. I can go there the next time and win a huge progressive slot, maybe. Who knows? But I'm going to say I'm usually lucky at Caesars and Tropicana. The new bar at Caesars outside the pier looks nice. Glad to see another bar with machines to play. Outside the pier. Help me out, Ryan. I'm not sure which bar you're talking about. Is it outside on the boardwalk? Let me know. My friend from school, she said it will be really nice this week. If you're talking about weather, yeah, it's supposed to be. Tomorrow's supposed to be another beautiful day. We'll see. I will be on the boardwalk tomorrow. Paul says, hi, Jeff. With current macroeconomic confusion, have you noticed any changes in AC regarding crowd sizes, comps, business, restaurant hours, etc.? I will say, I don't think, not so much because of the economy, but since COVID, I've seen a huge difference in customer service. A lot of places are understaffed. A lot of places are closed during the week. That was before the economy went kaput. So I'm blaming a lot of that on COVID. I'm blaming a lot of the workforce finding other things that they could do either from home or, good for them. But that's leaving a lot of these hotels, casinos, restaurants, any retail stores, anything that requires customer service, in-person customer service, leaving them all empty-handed. So that's the biggest I've noticed rather. I was here last summer. The economy was probably better last summer, or it started to turn during the summer. Last summer was mob down here, and judging by today, it's only the beginning of April, and some of these hotels are booked. So that's good news. Has anyone checked out Savannah Banana baseball team? No, I never heard of that. What is that? Let's see. Richard Hales, love Chili Chili. I love Chili Chili Fire too. I like Chili Chili Fire. It's a fun game to play. I actually learned that game on my phone on an app. Look at that. We're up to 52 people and none of you were invited. So I'm glad to see you just what do they say? The party. You just crashed this party and invited yourselves to a chat. And that makes me so happy because this chat wasn't planned. The other one was. So thank you guys. Chili Chili Fire, one of my favorite games to play. I love the Wicked Wheel game, the Panda and the Hot Stuff Little Devil one. I like those. They're just fun to play. I did that Money Machine at Harrah's. Wasn't that entertaining. It was really straightforward and simple. No bonuses, as one of you pointed out. And boy, does your money fly away fast. So I won't be playing that one again. You live and learn. Quentin says he loves Wonder Woman. I have a couple of friends who that's their favorite machine. There's a couple different ones. They like the older one. I'm not sure which one they're talking about, but they said there's a few different Wonder Womans. They like the original one. So, Cute Pixel plays, I'm half Irish, half Filipino. That's interesting. Paul says, Jeff, when the water park opens, do you foresee any changes in the north end of the boardwalk? Hard Rock and Ocean seem geared towards millennials. The water park and Steel Pier seem more family-oriented. Actually, the north end of the boardwalk was a ghost town until about 5 years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Like I said, Ocean and Hard Rock are celebrating their 5th anniversary this summer. Ocean and Hard Rock are the two busiest casinos here on the Atlantic City Boardwalk, and they brought a lot of traffic to the north end here on the north end of the Atlantic City Boardwalk. And the south end is actually feeling it at this point, so they're trying to do stuff in the south end to bring business down there as well. With Showboat being right in between Hard Rock and Ocean, that can only bolster the north end's business and foot traffic. And like you said, the Steel Pier is here also. So the north end of the boardwalk is looking really attractive. Plus, they have that whole section of boardwalk north of the ocean, which if you get past this really rough-looking apartment complex, it turns out to be really nice. You get a nice view of Brigantine, the inlet. It's a really nice walk. And I did a bicycle tour or a bicycle video from that area down to the Tropicana this past summer. And I'm probably going to do a bicycle tour from the Tropicana into Ventnor this coming spring, or actually a couple of weeks. So we'll see what happens. You guys are way ahead of me. At one point, I had a dozen rewards cards, wallet, glove box, suitcases. Wife had one or two of mine, and vice versa. Rewards gives them out like candy. If rewards is closed, see a table manager; they'll do it. Yeah, that's what I figured. It's just everything is a line right now, and like I said, customer service issues, and not just Atlantic City. Everywhere you go these days, if you want to do something, what used to take a couple moments now takes half an afternoon, and it's pretty frustrating, but it is what it is. Yeah, so I will go tomorrow to Caesars and get my new rewards cards, and I'm sure as soon as I go home, I'll find the old ones. Ed, Jeff, do you ever stay in hotel suited? I don't know what that means. Let me know, Ed. I don't know if that's a typo. Do you ever stay in hotel suited? Do you mean suites? I have stayed in suites. There's suites here on the channel. I don't think I've ever paid for a suite unless you include the Venetian and Palazzo in Las Vegas. They're in all suites hotels, so no matter what room you pick, you're going to be in a suite. But I've stayed in suites here at the Hard Rock, beautiful corner suites in the South Tower overlooking the ocean. Those videos are on the channel. I stayed at a suite in Caesars, but they were always comped, so I always appreciated that. If that's what you meant, I think that's what you meant by suited. Michael, I never stood at Hard Rock Atlantic City. What's the rooms like? I just gave a tour. I can give you just a quick tour. I'm not going to get up and show you, but that's it's a king, non-smoking. I have the steel pier out that window with the Ferris wheel and stuff. I have the Borgata and Golden Nugget and Harrah's out that, the whole marina end of town. The bathroom is back there, nice walk-in shower, double sinks. Always happy here at the Hard Rock. Even their crappiest room is really nice. Let's see. Thoughts on Water Club MGM? I don't know if you guys, how many of you are familiar with MGM properties in Las Vegas, but they do this weird marketing thing when it comes to hotels and casinos where they have a tower that has a casino and right next door they have a tower that doesn't. So as far as Las Vegas, if you think about it, Mandalay Bay, which I have a comped room, by the way. I'm going to Las Vegas in a couple of weeks, and I have a couple different comped rooms. So my home base is going to be the Flamingo, which is where I'm staying because it's cheap. But the whole thing is I have comped rooms at really nice hotels and casinos. So I'll always have somewhere to go. Typically, I'll have 2 rooms available each night, but the Flamingo is just like an emergency backup. In any event, when you think about how they market, MGM does, they have the Mandalay Bay, which has a casino, and then they have the Delano, however you want to say it, tower right next door attached, and it shares that casino with Mandalay Bay. Then they have the Aria, which has a casino, and the Vdara, which doesn't. They're attached, same tower, or same hotel, 2 different towers attached by the casino. There's another one. Help me out. I'll think of it. But here in Atlantic City, there's Borgata and the Water Club. So they decided they wanted to brand it more MGM-ish. So all they're really doing is sinking a lot of money into the Water Club. They're rebranding it so that it becomes more MGM identifiable, I guess you would call it. They're calling it the MGM Tower, but it's all going to be part of the Borgata. They're not changing the whole, situation there where they share a casino. They're not getting a new casino or anything. They're just sharing and doing a name change and a lot of renovations. I'm going to think of that hotel. That's maybe one of you guys can mention it if you know what it is. There's another one in Vegas MGM owns where there's a tower with a casino and a tower without one. I'll think of it. Anyway, let me look at this chat. Sorry, guys, I'm falling behind here. Can you walk from the ocean to Gilchrist Inlet on the boardwalk? No. You can walk it off the boardwalk. It's a long walk, just letting you know that. But it's a nice walk, if you ask me. A lot of people don't like to leave the boardwalk, but I think it's a nice walk. I love to walk. I think nothing of walking 5 miles, just before lunch. I have no problem doing that. I've always been a walker my whole life. So for me, walking from the boardwalk to the Gilchrist, not a big deal. The Gilchrist is in Gardner's Basin, which is about, I'm going to say 2 miles from here. But if you're at the ocean or at the Hard Rock or Showboat, that's definitely the area you want to be if you're going to walk to the Gilchrist, because it's kind of like a straight line. Whereas if you're further south on the boardwalk, it's a much longer walk. Mergan, I'm going to be at Harrah's tomorrow. Will you be there? I won't be at the marina this week at all, the marina side. But have a great time. I did a video there at Harrah's today. I don't know if you saw it or not. I didn't do too well. I never do well at Harrah's. Luck of the draw. But it's a beautiful complex, so I like Harrah's a lot. And when you think about it, that place is huge. I just can't believe how much it's grown. It seems like for a while there was a new tower going up every year. So I don't even know how many towers they have right now. I'm going to say 5, maybe 6. So Harrah's is huge, and probably the nicest pool in Atlantic City, if you ask me. But it's going to cost you. I think they charge $20 a day, even if you're a guest. It's going to cost you, and that's for the pool. That's not for the club at night. That's a lot more if you can get in. Let's see. How easy is it get in? Lance, you have to retype that. Deborah, it's a decent pool, but just very basic looking, Scott. I would have been so much cooler looking if they had it shaped like a guitar. Oh, I think you're talking about the Hard Rock, Deborah. Yeah, the pool, not that great. And it always smells so much with chlorine, winter, summer. The good thing is it's open all year round, so that's always good to know. And you know what? I've been here, I can't count. I must have been here hundreds of times. They're very generous with comps as far as I'm concerned. And I've stayed here, and I appreciate all they do for me here at the Hard Rock. But for all the times that I've been here, I've never visited the gym. Can you believe that? Jeff from New York never visited the gym. But it's true. I'm not a gym rat. Trust me. I do like to walk, but that's about it. But I've never been to this gym. So I made it a point to go into the gym tomorrow, not to work out, because I'm sure I'm going to be doing a ton of walking on the boardwalk tomorrow. But I want to do a recording. Hopefully, if I can do a recording. I don't like to do recordings when people are working out and stuff. So if I get there early enough, I'll bring you what the gym looks like. From what I understand, it is a very nice gym here at the Hard Rock. And I've totally ignored it for like two years. So it's about time I did a recording of that. Let's see. Richard Hill has got it going on with the rewards. Cute Pixels plays. Do you have any pets? I do have pets. I have 2 cats, Tom and Jerry. They were adopted about 6 years ago. I love them. I feature them in 1 or 2 of my videos. Once in a while, they'll show up in the community room as well. I can show you a picture. If you want to see Tom and Jerry, let me just get on my phone here real fast. Yesterday, I edited all my photos and videos from my phone. That was like a 7-hour project. I had so much crap on my phone. I just want to find a picture real fast. I don't want to waste too much time. The videos. Can you see that? That's Tom on the bottom and Jerry on the top. They're brothers. I adopted them about 6 years ago. They told me they were brothers. They don't look like each other at all. The only thing that they have in common are their eyes. But I believe they're brothers. If that's what they said they were, then that's what they are. And they love each other. So love each other like brothers. Let me see. My birthday is on the 29th. Happy birthday, Michael. I'm sorry. I'm just trying. Wynn. Well, yeah, Wynn is 2 towers, with the Wynn having the casino and the Encore not having a casino, but not an MGM property. I could also say the Venetian and the Palazzo, but not an MGM property. There is another MGM property, and it'll come to me as soon as I sign off from this live stream. Jeff, I thought you were on the NCL Gem. I was on the NCL Gem for 11 days about a week and a half ago. So that cruise ended. So I've been home now for about a week and a half. Still have some getaway videos that I want to put up. I was thinking about maybe mixing them up a little bit, but I decided maybe I should just not get rid of, but put up the getaway videos and then start the Gem fresh. I don't know. Maybe I'll throw in a couple new Gem videos in the next week or two, just to show you guys that I actually was on a ship. Did you ever try the fork and knife? I tried the fork and knife years ago. I'm going to say like in the 90s, and I had a very good experience there a couple times, actually. It is kind of pricey, but it is very good. I believe they're the same owners as what's the oyster house? I believe it's the same owners as Dougherty's, which is in Resorts, but there's a oyster house right on Atlantic Avenue, I think it is. Someone will let me know. Let's see. What's your top favorite places to eat in Atlantic City? It depends on, nice meals, casual meals. I really enjoyed, let's see, Cuba Libre. I had a really good paella there and some empanadas, and they mix a really mean mojito. It was really good, fresh mint, and I enjoyed that place. Where else? In Resorts, I'm trying to think of the name of the place, the Italian restaurant. Anyway, it's voted one of the nicest hotel restaurants in the country. It begins with a C. Help me out again, guys. I'm drawing a blank on a bunch of this stuff. You guys are throwing a lot of questions at me, and my mind doesn't go that quickly. I'm sorry, and I'm an old man. But yeah, there's a couple good places. People ask me my favorite pizza, my favorite burger. They're all good. If I ever have a bad burger or a bad pizza, I let you guys know. But for the most part, I'm very easily satisfied. Of course, some burgers and pizzas are better than others, as well as, nicer restaurants as well. Harrah's very tight. Yeah, well, I don't know if I guess they are tight because, like I said, I never won there. Let's see. Birthdays. Heard Baggerfield might become high-end condos and an NASCAR type racetrack. Yeah, I put that on the community room about a week ago. Bart Blatstein, who is heading this he's the owner of the Showboat, and he's putting the water park together, and he put the racetrack together. He was interested in that property. But another developer came along, and apparently Atlantic City liked their proposal better. So their proposal is high-end condos, yes, a formula racetrack, and not canals, because that was Bart's plan. Condos, shops. They plan on putting some shops there too. So it's all on a drawing board right now. If there's any construction, it won't be at least a year and a half. Right now, they're just drawing up plans, and they all, of course, need approval. Richard, everyone's thanking Richard. Did I miss something? I have a couple thank you, Richards. I'm sorry, Richard, if I missed something. Thank you. Just want to thank you for that, whatever that was. Doc's Oyster House, thank you. I'm catching up with you guys now. Park MGM. Park MGM has its own casino, and it doesn't have a separate tower, so that's not the one that I was thinking of. But that was a good guess. I share my birthday. I am a twin, and I'm proud of it. Good for you, Michael, and good for your twin. Which hotel are you staying? I'm at the Hard Rock right now, the North Tower. Yes, it is Doc's Oyster House. Thank you so much. So the people who own Doc's Oyster House also own Dougherty's, however you want to say it, at Resorts, as well as the Fork and Knife, and I think a couple other places around the town. I will be there next week. Can you recommend a place that sells seafood at a decent price? Well, I just mentioned Dougherty's at Resorts. They have a happy hour. They have a raw bar. They usually have entertainment, and the prices aren't that bad. I think oysters are like $1 a piece or something like that, and they have at least a dozen different types that you can order from. If anything, check it out. If you're going to be here, check out Dougherty's. It's upstairs at Resorts. They also have a nice steakhouse up there as well. And it's a beautiful room. I enjoy it, and they usually have a guitar player or something like that going. Doc's Oyster House on Atlantic Avenue, yes. Did you ever at the fancy place in Resorts AC? That's the place that I'm trying to think of. It's Capro. I can't believe I can't think of it. It begins with a C. Can't think of it. Again, there's about 3 or 4 things that are going to come to my mind once I sign off on this, I'm sure. I miss a Continental Restaurant AC. Capriccio, Deborah, thank you. Capriccio, Deborah. I need you as an assistant to just fill me in on things that I draw blanks on. Yes, it's Capriccio. And Capriccio has been, for the past several years, awarded the best hotel restaurant in the country. That's including Las Vegas. And it's a beautiful Italian restaurant. I have eaten there. And very nice. Very, very nice. Capriccio Knife and Fork has a price fixed lunch on Friday. Dougherty's. That's good to know, Hammer. Thank you for letting us know. I thought Dougherty's did, but I didn't know that about Fork and Knife, so that's good to know. Deborah's telling you, Jeff. Capriccio. Everyone knows Capriccio now. Kevin B., thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. $5 super chat from Kevin B. Just want to support my favorite AC content creator. Thank you. I appreciate that, Kevin. Tony Full of Craps. We stayed at the Tropicana Thursday and Friday, stayed in the Chelsea Tower, parked near the Havana in self-parking lot. Any suggestions to closer parking to Chelsea? I don't know. I always parked at the Havana Tower, no matter where I was staying. It is a walk. So it's something I'll see what I can find out. It is quite a way. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to visit the Tropicana tomorrow. Not to stay, but just to maybe do a recording or 2 over there. So I will find out if they have any other parking lots. I'm sure they do. Havana just seems convenient to me no matter what tower I'm in. Yeah, it's a walk, but I like to walk. I'm not going to harp on that all the time, but I do. Jeff, you look good for your age. You don't even know how old I am, do you, Michael? So, but I agree. I do look good. So I look good, period. Oh, God. Sometimes I regret things that I say. Greetings from Jeff, New York. Plan to be a Hard Rock Memorial Day weekend. Very good. It's probably going to cost you a pretty penny if you're coming on a holiday weekend. These places go for like $400 or $500 a night on a Saturday night, I think, or whatever. That's what they were doing last year. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens this year. Hammer, thanks for the news about the price fixed fork and knife. Dougherty's at Resorts has a price fixed lunch on Saturday and Sunday. Oh, I didn't think they had it on Saturday and Sunday. That's good. $20. That's a good deal. I also went to Dougherty's on Restaurant Week. I went to a couple places. Restaurant Week here in Atlantic City. If you guys don't know, Restaurant Week is in October. You get some really good deals for breakfast and dinner, 2 different meals. All the hotels and all the restaurants around town all have the same price. So last year it might have been like, I don't know, $20 for lunch and $35 for dinner, no matter where you went in the hotels and casinos. Now, the menus are different for Restaurant Week. You know, you get smaller portions, but it's a great way to try out a restaurant. If you were always wondering how a restaurant was, it's a great way to try it. They have nice tasting menus, and you can't beat the prices. And that's coming up in October, which I always say is so far away. It'll be here before you know it. Richard, go online and see the menu. It looks pretty good. I guess we're talking about Dougherty's and Resorts. I realize that all these rumors I hear are from you. What rumors are you talking about? Vidara. I mentioned Vidara. It's part of Aria. It's one of those things where MGM has a tower that doesn't have a casino, like Mandalay Bay and Delano. And, but I did mention Vidara. Breadsticks. I've eaten at Breadsticks. I think I have 1 or 2 videos on Breadsticks at Resorts. Great place for breakfast and lunch, kind of like a diner, kind of like menu, but good food, great view. It overlooks the Landshark Bar and Grill as well as the beach and the boardwalk. Nomad Hotel inside the MGM Park. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you know what? You're right. I don't think it's not a different tower. It's its own like boutique hotel on the upper floor. So that's a good example of them doing that. Pretty much the same theme, not a different tower, but a boutique hotel within a hotel. I don't know why they do that, but they just seem to like to do that. MGM properties. So that was very good. Who mentioned that? Somebody did. Oh, Nomad. Homelander OP. Thank you, Homelander OP. Nomad was a good choice. Thank you, Deborah. Hugh, he had us sweating. I'm missing a couple things here, and I'm trying to scroll as fast as I can. 61 people in the chat. That's pretty good. I don't think I've ever had more than 50. By the way, we're going to hit 10,000 subscribers this summer, finally. I wanted to do it before the year ended, but I think I always mention to you guys, once like October hits, the channel goes for several months. It's basically a travel channel, and no one's doing any video searches on places to go during that time of the year. But I certainly make up for it starting now, I guess, through September. So I could see already all the subscribers are starting to come back. The thumbs up, the views, the revenue, the ads, everything's starting to come back now that it's April. So that's good. I think we're going to have a banner year here on the New York channel, and we're going to hit that 10,000 mark sometime this summer. We better. The signature at MGM Grand. Oh, see that? I wasn't even thinking of that, Susan. You're right. Again, MGM properties. I don't know why they do that. Jeff, the Grand has 2 other towers. MGM was, yes. Just, okay. Your favorite AC creator as, oh, you're my favorite AC creator as well. Thank you. I appreciate that, Michael. And there's going to be a lot more content coming from AC. AC is definitely the powerhouse as far as subject-wise on this channel. I bought in cruising because, well, again, cruising actually does well in the wintertime. So I bought that in to kind of balance out the year. And cruising is doing quite well. It's not the crowd that I get from Vegas and Atlantic City. It's kind of like a separate crowd that's slowly merging into the channel. So that's cool. Let's see. Are you going to wait 2 hours for the buffet tonight? I am not going. I'm not a buffet person, believe it or not. I do the buffets because you guys like to watch them, so that's why I do them. But I am not a buffet person. I like to sit down, have a meal served to me. If there's a tablecloth involved, that's even nicer. But buffets, they're a good value, but I am not just a buffet type of guy. But I enjoy doing the videos, so I do go to buffets every once in a while. I am not getting in that line tonight. Sorry. Jeff, apologies if I miss it, but were you tanning? Were you, Paul, but were you tanning dinner or a late night snack from tonight food tour? I'm not sure what you're trying to ask, Paul. If you want to just retype that, I will be happy to answer. Already have 3 comp nights reserved for Hard Rock for Memorial Day. No, oh, fantastic, Adrian. I can't get comp nights on weekends, much less a holiday weekend. So you must be doing pretty good with Hard Rock. That's great. Oh, I missed the live. You didn't miss it. It's Brandon. It started. I lost connection within moments, and it just ended abruptly. The video's still there. It's only a couple minutes long. I'll delete that video tonight. So this is the live stream. It didn't turn out to be a sunset on the boardwalk, but we're all having a great time anyway. 60 people showed up so far, so I'm happy for that. I got 49 thumbs up. That's great, people, because usually the thumbs up are a lot less than the people watching, and it's almost the same amount, so I appreciate that. If you didn't give the video a thumbs up, go ahead and give it one now. I would appreciate that. You might have missed my previous comment, Anthony, but I was wondering if you have tried Nobu yet. Food was good, but very overpriced given the tiny portion size. I have yet to try Nobu or Hell's Kitchen at Caesars here in Atlantic City. Hell's Kitchen, I believe, was only open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I don't come to Atlantic City on weekends because of my regular job and because of comps. I don't get comps on weekends. So I usually come here during the week. But someone told me that they are open on Thursday. I checked that out, and they are indeed open on Thursday. So I will check out Hell's Kitchen. Nobu, I believe, is open pretty much all week long. So I will be heading up those restaurants shortly. Stinkin' Rich Skunks Gone Wild at Ocean was very generous yesterday. Machine on the left end if you're looking for a slot bowl. I am looking for a slot bowl. I don't think I've ever played Stinking Rich Skunks. So that's something that I will definitely check out, Ryan D. Thank you for the tip. Brandon going to be in AC May 3rd through the 6th. It's very awesome. Staying at the Trop. I love the Trop. The Trop's a great place to stay. YouTube experiment. Hi, New York. Just started watching your AC videos. The buffets at the AC look mediocre on your channel. IDK. I'm going to say they are mediocre. I've yet to have a buffet that I went wild about, with the exception being the Encore in Las Vegas. I really did like that buffet, and it was very pricey. I think it was $70 or $80 for lunch, and if you want to make a reservation, it was another $20. Welcome to Las Vegas. I mean, the food looks mediocre. Well, I will tell you, the Hard Rock did ramp up their buffet. It was looking really sad the past couple of times that I went. I did do another video not too long ago. I'm going to say about a month ago or maybe a month and a half ago, and I did see an improvement. It's cleaner now. Everything is refreshed a lot more often, and they seem to have upped the variety a little bit too. So give it another shot. I will definitely give it another shot, do another video. Not tonight, not with that long line, though. I was mad this morning and I was stressing out, but then we worked things out, and now I'm excited to finally meet you. Are you talking to me, Cute Pixels Plays? I'm always happy to meet new people. Matt Davis, Jeff, thanks for turning me on to the ocean. I love the cafe in the lobby level in the park. Have you been to any of the new rooms? My only complaint is the walls are thin noise-wise. A couple things. One, I was just in the park I'm going to say 2 hours ago. That's where I was going to start my live stream from, the park, but the wind was just incredible. So I decided, let me do it from the inside of the ocean. Started to do it on the inside as far as setting up, but then I said, you know what, I'm just going to go down to the ocean, which is where I actually started. I mean, the real ocean, not the resort, the ocean. The video started on the beach and didn't go too much past the beach. But that's one of my favorite hangouts is the park at the ocean. I like to go to Cafe Chino and pick up either a coffee or a hot chocolate or something like that, and maybe a Danish or some kind of a sandwich that they have there, and head out to the park and just enjoy a nice lunch. They have good salads there too. I think I did a video on a salad, a Caesar salad, at the park from Cafe Chino. And once in a while, I'll go to the round bar, the lounge that they have in the lobby, and get a martini or something and head out to the ocean and just enjoy that, the views and stuff. Not so much in the wintertime with a martini, but in the summertime, it's a great idea. Do you like the Borgata buffet? It's okay. It's a buffet. Again, I'm not a big buffet person. I think I've done 2 or 3 videos on it, but I think I have one actually in the can, if you will, somewhere in this computer of mine, a recent visit to the Borgata buffet that I've yet to edit. So you guys will be seeing that shortly. It's good. I've only been to one bad buffet. It was where was it? At MGM Grand, I think it was. It was actually my first buffet in a long time. It was a breakfast buffet, and it was pretty bad. And you can see that video here on the New York Channel if you want. Hash House of Go-Go seems like it won't last. Weird vibe. I'm going to disagree with you. It doesn't matter. I think it's going to do quite well. We'll see. We'll see who got the correct answer on that one. I think it's going to be around a while. It's only open for breakfast and brunch, just like it is in Vegas. It's very popular in Vegas, and I think it's going to do well here in Atlantic City as well. But again, we'll see. YouTube experiment. There are only 2 buffets in AC, Hard Rock and Borgata. Borgata's is better. Yes, there's only 2. You're absolutely right, Hard Rock and Borgata. If I had to choose to eat at one, it would probably be the Hard Rock. So everyone's got their own different opinion, I guess. And you are super funny. If you're talking to me, I appreciate that. Was the Norwegian Gem your favorite? I've only been on 2 cruises, both Norwegian cruises. One was the Gem, which is a smaller ship. That was my most recent cruise. And one was the Getaway, which is quite a large ship. I haven't made up my mind yet whether I like large ships or medium-sized ships. The Getaway, it took me, I'm going to say, 3 days, at least 3 days, just to get accustomed to where things were around the ship. It's like a huge complex, like a shopping mall on the ocean, and there's just so much to investigate. There's like so many restaurants. You have to figure most cruisers are on a ship for 7 nights. My last one was 11 or 10 nights, 11 days. But they have more restaurants than they do days that you're actually cruising. It's incredible. I enjoyed both ships. My next cruise will probably not be until the beginning of next year. Who knows? Maybe one before that. But I'm looking at a cruise on a Royal Caribbean next. So it'll give me a more well-rounded view of cruise ships. I'm sorry, my throat's dry. Sharon says, yes, I agree. The Hard Rock Buffet is much better now. Susan says, love the Bacchanal Buffet in Vegas. Bacchanal being one of the only buffets I have not been to yet. So I'm making a point to go to Caesars and definitely check out the Bacchanal Buffet when I go in about 5 weeks, I guess, 5-6 weeks. Let me just go through the. Do you like your martinis dry? How about dry wine? I don't like sweet wine. I do like dry wine. I enjoy wine. I consider myself a wino. I enjoy wine a lot. And I do like it dry, whether it's white or red. I prefer red, but I will drink either. And I don't like sweet. I really typically don't like sweet drinks. When I do all these cocktail things, like from the cruise lines, the drink of the day and stuff like that, that's because I like to share it with you guys. And hey, I'm on a cruise. I might as well try it. But typically, I don't drink really sweet stuff. Most of you know I like my unsweetened iced tea. I'm not into sugary stuff. So, yes, I like my wine dry. And my martinis dry also. More vodka than gin. Gin does weird things to me. My martinis are made with vodka. Michael, sorry if I did something wrong, Jeff. I don't know what you're talking about, Michael. I can't imagine you doing anything wrong. I don't know what you're apologizing for. Don't be silly. Richard, anyone know how much money Borgata Buffet is? I'm going to say lunch is about in the high 20s and dinner is around $35. I usually get a comp for like $25. I think it pays for my lunch buffet, and I got to chip in like $10 for the dinner buffet. So that's where I'm coming from with regards to that. Mr. Tar, I was just at the Borgata and got back home on Friday. How did you like your visit, Mr. Tar? And was there a lot of construction going on at the water club? Did you notice anything going on over there? Deborah, I think you missed my question about if you're planning on doing videos at Citi Field and Yankee Stadium. I did miss your question. But watch out for flying balls, bada, and drunk fans. I haven't been to a Mets or a Yankee game. I haven't been to a Mets game in decades. I think the last time I was at a Yankee game was probably about 10 years ago. They redid the stadium. That's when I went. That was the last time that I went to a Yankee game. I know I've said this in the past, and I'm going to say it now, and hopefully I'm going to keep to my word. I do plan on doing more videos from New York City coming this spring. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking of going Saturday to the auto show at the Javits Center. Let me know how many people are here. Almost 60 people. Let me know if that's something you would be interested in, a video of the auto show at the Javits Center. It's this Saturday. I was always fascinated with auto shows. I don't want to go into Manhattan, and I have to park. And I enjoy doing it, and I definitely enjoy visiting during an auto show. But if you guys aren't interested in that, then there's no point in me going and recording it. I might still go, but if you're interested in that, let me know if you'd like to see a video on that in the chat that we have here. Deborah, bats, flying bats. And I'm still a little confused, but I think you're talking about the wooden ones, not the ones that hang upside down. Adrian, Jeff, did you ever try Wawa or Quick Check for those Goldenberg peanut chews like I suggested? I don't have too much of a hard time finding peanut chews. The thing is, I didn't know Wawa sold them. I go to Wawa's a lot. So thank you for that tip. I do remember you making that tip. But I used to buy them in drugstores, CVS, Walgreens. They don't sell them anymore. And I went recently into a kosher store. I don't know what I was doing there. I'm not Jewish, but I was in a kosher store, and they had them there. So that was kind of interesting as well. So. I'm sorry about the gambling. $40 for dinner doesn't sound bad. Yeah. Doesn't matter says, do you smoke cigars? You seem like the type to enjoy them. I don't smoke at all. I used to smoke years ago. I gave it up years ago. So I don't smoke. I think the last cigar that I had was in Key West, which was probably about 15 years ago. I've been tempted on these cruises to try a cigar just for the video's sake. First of all, I don't know if I made a video of me smoking a cigar, if I would even post that on the channel, because my advertisers might frown on that. But they do have like Cuban cigars when you go, and if you're going to smoke a cigar, you might as well smoke a good cigar, I guess. So it's something that I've been thinking about doing. I've been thinking about doing it and recording it. These cruise ships, by the way, have cigar lounges. They're completely sealed off from the rest of the casino. It's usually right off the casino. And they sell cigars, and, you have sofas and club chairs, and you just enjoy a really good stogie if you want. And maybe I'll do a video. But again, I'm not sure policy-wise if that's a good idea. So we'll see. Jeff, meet me for a beer in an hour at Bear Exposure. Okay, it doesn't matter. I have to be honest with you. I don't even know what Bear Exposure, where it is, but I don't think so. Sounds like a good idea, but not tonight. Deborah, very cool, Jeff. Thanks. Vroom, vroom. Yes, I would very much be interested in an auto show video. Okay, that's good to know. Jeff, you have to go see the Yanks. Aaron Judge is going to be an icon. I really do need to make it to a ball game. You guys are right. So, Yankees or Mets? Discuss amongst yourselves. Let's see, Lance. Planning on cashing in some of my Vegas rewards. I have enough for a 2-night stay in Aria or Bellagio. Which do you suggest? Aria. There you go. I stayed at both. Bellagio is very touristy. Of course, the fountains are beautiful. The conservatory is beautiful. But you can see those no matter where you're staying in town. They're free, and they're great shows. Bellagio has really good restaurants, I'll tell you that much. But as far as the stay, I like Aria better. Bellagio has a nice pool area, so does Aria. Listen, I got a room video from both Aria and Bellagio on the channel. Check them out, and you can decide from that. But if you gave me the choice, I would go with Aria. The show at the Wild Wild West. When does it open? Richard, the show at the Wild Wild West opens in June. Tickets are on sale already. I was actually going to get a ticket to check it out for you guys. But I am also, I believe, the first week in June going to be in Vegas. So I haven't settled on when I should buy a ticket for the show. It's called The Hook. It's at the Wild Wild West, and I definitely want to see it. I probably won't record it for obvious reasons, but I can definitely let you guys know what I thought of it. So I think it's going to be a great addition to the Atlantic City Boardwalk. Do you have an old video from Showboat? No, that was way before my vlogging days. I don't. I'm sorry. John Richard Hales, I believe it's a mint julep. Mint julep. Sorry. That's like the Kentucky Derby drink, isn't it? Kind of like a mojito, I guess. I don't think I've ever had a mint julep. Had lots of mojitos, though. Mint julep, thanks. I had it once, John, and I thought it was dry. Yeah, I've never had a mint julep, so I really don't know. Kevin Dunn says, bro, do you live in Atlantic City or what? Your name is New York. The name is New York. That's how the channel started. The channel evolved into many other things besides New York. And then New York kind of like got put on the back burner because Vegas was popular and then Atlantic City is popular. And I show what people want to see. I do want to get back to New York soon. Do some more videos from there. Quite honestly, New York videos don't do too well on the channel compared to Vegas and definitely compared to Atlantic City. But, you know, it's just a name. The band Chicago, did they ever sing a song about Chicago? Probably not. Let's go Mets. You tell them, Robert. Most of my friends are Mets fans, not Yankee fans. What did you eat for dinner today? I have not eaten yet, so nothing. I'm trying to think of what I had for. Oh, you don't want to know what I had for lunch. I've just remembered what I had for lunch. I drove down here to Atlantic City and I stopped off at a drive-through White Castle and I ate that on the Garden State Parkway on my way here. That was my lunch. Dinner, I have no idea. I'm not even hungry, but I'll probably go downstairs later this evening. And I think the place is this time of year open till midnight. So I could pick up maybe half a sub at White House or a pizza at Pizzata. They make their pizza fresh there. It's more of a flatbread than a pizza, but I'm not even hungry though. So I'm not sure. What time is it? 8:30. Yeah, I'll probably head down probably later tonight. I'm going to do some work on videos, I guess, tonight here. Deborah, another Mets fan. Well, good. Keeping it in the family. That would be horrible if one was a Met fan and one was a Yankee fan. And by the way, how is the Atrium Suite in Harrah's? I'm hitting that BIH. I'm not sure what that is, Kevin. I'm afraid to ask, but the Atrium Suite is sweet. There's a video here on the New York channel about the Atrium Suite. I enjoyed it. It's a weird layout. It's got like the bedroom is where the windows are. When you first walk in, it's got a window that actually looks over the atrium, and you can kind of see out of it, but you can't see into the suite, which is a good thing. And that's where like there's a TV and a sofa and a little like a little bar setting. Then you walk down the hallway. There's a bathroom on the left or on the right, depending upon which suite you're in. The bathroom was pretty nice from what I remember. And the bedroom itself was good. It was space. The bedroom is like a regular hotel room. So the suites are pretty large. Again, check the video out on the New York channel. I think I had to pay extra for that. I was comped a room at Caesars, and I never stayed at the Atrium Suite, so I paid extra for it. And definitely worth it. Richard Hale says, Jeff, go to Bear Exposure. There's a place, I guess it's by where, I'm trying to think of the name of the street, Stilettos. And I joked in one of my videos saying that, oh, look, they sell shoes there. I don't even think it's open, but yeah, there's a picture, a sign of a very attractive woman wearing these heels that are like this high, and it's called Stilettos. And I made a joke in the video that it was a shoe store, and I had a hard time seeing in the windows. I hate both Yank. Oh, I just lost it. Sorry. There's a lot of chat here. We're still hanging in there around 60 people. I hate both Yankees and I guess Mets, but Braves wasn't an option. Okay, so we're a Braves fan. Bro, you need a COVID test. No, I'm fine. I'm just doing a lot of talking, and when I talk, my throat gets dry. Where is Bear Exposure? Sounds like a strip club. I have a feeling that's what it is, Deborah. Thank God you don't smoke, Jeff. Yes. Well, like I said, I used to, but I gave it up. New says, I stayed at Bellagio for the first time in February. I was not impressed. Food options, not many at all. I think they have a lot of food options. Very high end, though. If you're looking for an inexpensive meal at Bellagio, you're not going to get one. Whereas Aria has a food court now. Bellagio does not. So I think their selections of restaurants are really good at Bellagio. If you're going to, spend a lot of money on food. But as far as the hotel, I think it's a little overrated myself. John knows about Bear Exposure. John, yes, it is. YouTube experiment. Are you based out of New York? I used to work and go to school in New York, but I am living now at the Jersey Shore. Not too far from Atlantic City, but not too close either. Kevin, I like that hat, bro. Thank you. I actually, before I went on the cruise, I bought some new hats and new shirts because I was watching my videos. I'm like, I wore that shirt like 2 videos ago, and I think they're getting tired of my New York hats. I need to buy some new hats. And so I spent some money on a wardrobe pretty much from the waist up because that's all you guys ever see. There you go. So yeah, some new wardrobe here on the New York channel. I need a stylist, I guess. Keep doing your AC vids. I love them. Thank you, Nivkuz. That's green now. Jeff, go to YouTube. Oh, Yo-Yo. Oh, Yo-Yo Noodle Bar for dinner tonight. I think I have a comp for Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo and the buffet, which I'm not. Maybe that's why the line was 2.5 hours long for the buffet, because they're giving out comps for the buffet today. But I think I have a Yo-Yo Noodle Bar comp as well. That's not a bad idea. I'll think about that. Depends on what time they close. Which Atlantic City casino do you feel has given you the best slot pulls? I mentioned that a little bit earlier. It's all luck, but I've been luckier, I guess you could say, at Caesars properties, with the exception of Harrah's. I've been horrible at Harrah's, but Caesars I've been pretty lucky, and Tropicana I've been pretty lucky as well. Tropicana, they're kind of uptight about me filming when I do slot pulls. I still do them. But Caesars never gave me a hard time about that. It's the same company when you think about it, but Trop obviously has a different security team. So back to this. Oh, Deborah, she's not dropping it. Back to this. Where did it go? Back to this Bear Expo. Where is it? And back to this Bear Exposure for a second. Where is it? And are there male strippers there too? I have no idea. Stupid typos. Deborah, Bear Exposure has ballet dancers. Ah. I'm reading. Back in the day, what was a strip club in Trop Plaza? They used to have a place here called Scores. Was it Scores? And I believe Hard Rock had a hard time getting Scores out of the building. Trump allowed them to open up when it was the Taj Mahal. It was a strip club, and Hard Rock bought the Taj Mahal, and Scores was still open, even though the Taj was closed. Scores was still open, and from what I understand, Hard Rock had a very hard time getting Scores out of the building, which of course they eventually did. Deborah, it's Nude Women on Pacific. I've been up and down Pacific, and I think I do know where that club is now that you mention it. How do I get me a comp? You have to gamble. So you have to get a rewards card, depending upon where you want to go. I will tell you the best way to get a comp if you're starting is to just gamble at the same place. Don't spread your money around. Spend it all in one place. They'll notice you more. You'll get rewards quicker, and those comps eventually will come. It takes a while, but they eventually start coming. Comps are great here in Atlantic City. They're also pretty easy to get in Vegas as well. The thing is, they're a little harder on weekends if that's your thing, and holidays are hard too. But if you're willing to come during the week, which is what I do here, comps are pretty easy to get here in AC. Jeff, when are you going to try Chickies and Pete's Crab House at the Tropicana and give it a review? It's been a few years, but I remember the crab legs being sweet and delicious. I've been talking about Chickies and Pete's for years myself. I think most of you who have been around know that I've been trying to go there. I tried right after COVID, but it was either they were closed or one reason or another. Then I went one day and I looked inside. I was in the Tropicana on the inside. It was during the wintertime. It was so dark in there. I was like, there is no way I can do a video in here. So then I said, well, let me wait for the season to come and I'll do it on the outside because they have outside tables on the boardwalk. The season came, but for some reason they didn't open on the outside. They were only open on the inside. One reason or another, I've never made it in that place. I plan on eventually making my way over there and bringing you guys a review of Chickies and Pete's because I'm dying to go myself. I want to try the crabs and those crab fries. I've heard so much about them. It'll cost you the hours of play. Always enjoy the videos. Keep them coming as they are very informational. Thank you, Earl. Berdella, I'm trying to stay in a master suite, no cap. I don't know what no cap is, unless you meant no comp. Yeah, well, if you're not getting comps, you're definitely not going to get a master suite comp until you get like the regular rooms first. You got to gamble. 25 minimum bet, 4 hours a day, boom, comp. There you go. It doesn't take much. Even at a slot machine, if you drop $100 in, I think the first time I got my Bally's card wasn't too long ago. It was like 2 years ago. Actually, when the new management took over, I went in there. I didn't have a card because it was a new place, basically. So I went in. I asked them for a card. I dropped $100 into a slot machine. I played for about, 40, 45 minutes. And 2 weeks later, I was getting comped rooms at Bally's, and I'm still getting them. And I don't do that much gambling over there either, so. I think rooms in AC during the week are cheap enough not to bother with comps too much. Well, you say that, but a room right now at Caesars is, I think, about $69. At the Trop, it's like $39, and Harrah's is $39. Hard Rock, I really don't know. I don't price Hard Rock because I usually get comped here. Ocean is probably in the 70s, but then you have to add on those resort fees and the state taxes and all this other stuff, and your $39 room is all of a sudden $110. So just keep that in mind. I get good offers from resorts. I haven't gotten a comp from resorts in like a year, so I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know. Have you guys noticed anything with resorts? Berdella says she gets, was it Berdella? Someone said that they were getting comps from resorts. I haven't gotten them for a while. Resorts has all the homeless people. Okay. Richard Hales, I had crab legs at Atlantic City Bar and Grill. I thought they were delicious. Good to know. Actually, I just passed Atlantic City Bar and Grill, and I said that's a place I got to try. So thank you for that, Richard. It's not too far from where I am right now. Maybe I'll do lunch there tomorrow. We'll see. Too bad I'm not a slots player. I said that for years until I started this channel, and I obviously couldn't record my table play, so I wanted to record some slot play, which some people still have an issue with as far as casinos are concerned, but most don't. So because I've been doing slot pulls for the channel, I've become very interested in slots, and I've been doing pretty well, as a matter of fact, and I'm not doing it to win, a fortune or anything, because you're not going to do that. Well, I shouldn't say that. You never know. but I do it for the channel, and it's got me some pretty good points on my rewards cards just doing these slot pulls. So slots aren't that bad. Borgata has comp nights for Monday through Thursday and redeem them from time to time with My Vegas app and Tax Resort. Yeah, I have the My Vegas app as well. It's a good app. Borgata, as a matter of fact, I stayed at the Borgata comp from the My Vegas app probably 2 months ago, and then I wanted to do it again because I got like a bazillion chips or whatever it is on that app. But it said that it was too close to my last redemption, so I'll wait until that passes. And I'm also going to use that my Vegas slots for my stay in Vegas in a couple of weeks. I am going to use it to stay one night at Mandalay Bay, and I haven't decided. I have a couple comps on the MGM side of things in Las Vegas, so haven't made up my mind yet. But definitely the Mandalay Bay. Not the greatest location on the Las Vegas Strip, but I am dying to check out that pool. And the only way I'm going to do that, I think, is to get a room there. And if they're going to comp me one, I will take that comp room and check out the pool and enjoy the comp room as well. Lots going on at Mandalay Bay, a lot of new restaurants. I will bring that to you in the channel. I love the Trump Plaza demolished video. Thank you. Do you believe that was 2 years ago, this past February, that the Trump Plaza was demolished? And I did bring that to you guys on a video here on the New York channel. I tried getting as close as possible. It wasn't easy, but that was quite a spectacle. Let's see, $25. Oh, I read that already. Let me go down a little bit. Do you get your comps online or in snail mail? I love getting that stuff in snail mail. I get them both. I get them in the mailbox and as well as the email box. I heard Resorts is haunted. Wouldn't surprise me. Capriccios, yes. Deborah made that clear. That actually a couple people after I couldn't figure it out. It is Capriccios, though. Very nice Italian restaurant. Probably one of the nicest Italian restaurants. One of the nicest restaurants in town is Capriccios. New York, I'm trying to get YouTube content live from the crap pits. I'll keep you in mind if it works out. Well, good luck with that. You might be able to do it if you go through the right connections and they give you permission. And it's like a closed, if you will, a closed table or a closed craps pit. They might let you do it. I'm sure there's videos out there of people showing table play. But for the most part, they have been given permission from the casino. And it's usually a private party. It's not, just go ahead, film at our tables. They will not allow you to do that. As a matter of fact, I purchased from somewhere a pair of glasses that had a little camera right here. And if you touched the ear thing, the camera would go on. And if you touched it again, the camera would go off. And I thought I could, record table play, which, is just not a good idea because they're going to see your videos on YouTube. They're going to cut you off. They're not, no more comps, no more this. It's just not worth it to me. Slot play is kind of safe. There are a couple uptight casinos, but for the most part, you're okay. I don't want to get on their bad side, so that's that. Anyway, these glasses, not these, but the glasses that I had on, it was a nightmare. They took horrible pictures, and I would be there at the table going like this constantly, and everyone would be looking at me. It was just it was almost comical. Anyway, Jeff Scores Strip Club and Roberts, both owned by the same guy. Hard Rock got rid of them by paying $1 million a year for 10 years. It was published online. Okay, so I knew they had a hard time getting rid of them. I don't know what the deal was, but if that's what they had to do, I'm sure it was worth it to them to spend $1 million a year to get them out of the building for 10 years. I won a grand at Hard Rock on Dancing Drums Prosperity back in August. Over 14 grand. Think they're trying to get their money back. I've been comping me sweets. Good for you, Adrian. That's a nice win. Dancing Drums. I think I played that once. I don't even think I recorded it. But I'm always looking for new machines. That's why I did this money machine on today's video. What a horrible machine that is. And I like sharing that with you guys. So stay away from that money machine. Not good. Kevin says, bro, last time I went out, hit up that joint, got me a Spanish thing, and you know what happened. Okay, very good. That Perky 30 do unders. Happy birthday, Michael. Thank you. Thanks, Richard. Bro, what brand is that hat? Amazon. That's the brand. I have no idea. Comes in a lot of colors, though. I got all different colors. Tomorrow's video, blue. I think about like a dozen of them. It's one of those things where you said, oh, you pick out 3 colors and then 4 of the colors, and before you leave that shopping cart, you got a dozen different colors. So stay tuned for the New York channel. Lots of fashion stuff coming up from Jeff from New York. Ray-Ban has recording glasses. That's good to know. These weren't Ray-Bans. They were, I think they were $25. They were horrible. You in a smoking room? No. That's one thing I request. I always request a king non-smoking. If they give me a queen non-smoking, I'm cool with that. If they give me a smoking room, I'm not too cool with that. Are you still trying to learn video poker? I am. I'm not. It's not that I'm still trying to learn. I just kind of like gave up on it for a while. But I really do want to become a better poker player. And I guess that's the way to learn. First, I started on my phone, but maybe I should just go to a video poker machine. And I don't even know what's like the minimum bet, and just spend hours on a video poker machine in one of these casinos with small bets, just to learn the game, not to win any money. That's the point. And then the point is to learn how to play it correctly and win some money. If you can recommend any slot at Trop, which would it be? I'll be there this weekend. I'm trying to remember. I played something called, there's a video, so you'll have to look it up. Something Fortunes. I think it was one of those link machines, and I did well on that. I took my winnings and I went into the high limit machine, the high limit room, and played a Wheel of Fortune machines. The thing with Wheel of Fortune, as a lot of you guys pointed out, is if you're not playing the maximum bet, that wheel's not going to spin for you. And when you're in a high limit room, that means you have to do like $25 spins, which I wasn't about to do. So that was a mistake as far as not bonusing, but I did win money on that Wheel of Fortune machine eventually in the high limit room. And then I went to this is all the same afternoon or same evening. I went to a Chili Fire machine, and I was winning there. But then I started to slowly lose money, and security told me to stop recording. So that was a good reason, a good excuse for me to stop gambling. And I made out very well that day on the other 2 machines. And I lost a little bit on the Chili Fire machine until they told me to stop recording. And I took my winnings and I left. So thank you, Tropicana Security. Right now, I need me a smoking room. Have you been to the Bacchanal buffet? I haven't been to Bacchanal. I think I mentioned that that's probably the only buffet. I shouldn't say that. I wasn't at the Luxor Cafe either, which, from what I understand, is one of the worst ones on the Strip. But Bacchanal is supposed to be a very good one, and I've been to most of them. I haven't been to that one. I am in Vegas in a few weeks, and that is definitely on my game plan to check out that. And I don't know if they still have crab legs. I know I used to walk by and I used to see all these huge king crab legs on ice. I don't know if they still have that or not. A lot of these buffets are cutting back a lot. And that's the only buffet Caesars has, by the way, in any of their properties, is Caesar's Palace. All the other Caesars buffets are gone. Good night, Michael. Thank you for visiting. The problem with Ray-Ban glasses is when recording there is a white light that is illuminated. Well, that would be kind of, yeah, that is a problem. If you're at the tables and your white light is shining on the table. I see Mario Lopez. He's more famous than Gideon's Bible search. That's right, Lance. No matter where I go, Mario Lopez is on the tube. It's funny. In Vegas, I went on a cruise a couple of weeks ago, and I turned on the TV. I really don't watch TV. I just have it on the background. I also leave the TV on when I leave my room, so people think that there's someone in the room. And I have a couple good – I should do like a room tip video. Anyway, I leave the TV on so people think that there's someone in the room. And also for another little tip that I have is to close the bathroom door with the light on. So if someone does walk in the room, they see the TV's on and the bathroom door is closed, they might think someone's in the bathroom and they'll leave. Another tip is I happen to have a large 17-inch laptop because I use it to edit video, so I need a larger screen. It doesn't fit in hotel safes. So I used to keep it in my luggage, and I used to lock my luggage, but it's soft luggage. So if someone wants to get into it, they can just rip it open. But a good hiding spot in a hotel room, don't tell anyone. A good hiding spot in a hotel room is where the refrigerator is. It's usually in a cabinet, and there's usually a gap like this between the refrigerator top and the cabinet bottom. And you can slide like whatever you want. A laptop will fit in there. And you'd really have to get on your knees and to, get down and find that laptop. So just a little tip. I have a bunch of tips. Always travel with masking tape in case there's a fire in the hotel. What you want to do is mask off the entire doorway that goes into the room. That keeps the smoke out from, the sides, the top, the bottom, just masking tape off the whole thing. Another tip is to go into the bathroom if you do start getting smoke in the room and mask off. You want to get yourself behind as many doors as possible and mask those doors off so smoke doesn't get it. I am going to do a hotel room tips video. So I'm not going to share anything else with you guys until I do that video because no one's going to watch it if I give you all my tips. And I just passed up 10,000 different chats here. Let me see. Have any info on the trop upgrades I've been hearing about? Think you got to say we go to AC 5 times a year and we learn a lot from your videos for the years. Thank you. Thank you, Earl. I'm not sure what upgrades you're talking about. You like the restaurants and the renovations. I don't think they've done much as far. Well, I shouldn't say that. I was just in the North Tower, and it looked like it was newly renovated. When I say newly, within the past year. A very comfortable stay. I got some comments that the room looked very sparse, but that's just a matter of taste. Some people like big, luxurious, overstuffed furniture and stuff like that. Other people like minimal look or whatever. That's a matter of taste. What you can't compromise is security. You can't compromise cleanliness. And you can't compromise like just old, worn-out furniture and stuff like that, nicks on the walls and stuff like that. Everything else is a matter of taste. So if the room is secure, it's clean, and it's comfortable, I'm happy. If it looks good to me, I'm even happier. If it doesn't look good to me, as long as it's secure, comfortable, and it looks decent, I will be happy there. Why are you still here talking to us when you should be downstairs partying, gambling, eating, and drinking? Deborah, do you try to go to AC? Deborah, yes, I am. Kevin Dunn, I'm always trying to go to AC. Good answer. I do food. Kevin, I do food reviews. I got money. Let's go get lit. Okay, Kevin. Yazaro was in AC for my birthday at the beginning of the spring and played the Monopoly Cheaters Edition in Borgata. Did pretty good on it. I always saw that slot machine, and I always wanted to play it. I never played it. There's a lot of machines that you never run out of machines, it seems. There's a lot of machines that I'd like to check out. Stick your laptop under a pile of dirty underwear and towels. What makes you think my underwear is dirty? I think I know what you mean, though. I'm married, and my husband Robert is in the chat, Kevin Dunn. But thanks for asking. He is. Good old Robert. Great hotel tips. Thanks, Richard. Let's see, Robert, take it easy. I was just asking her for drinks. Oh, God, what's going on in the chat that I'm not looking at? Borgata is a nice, beautiful place. It is. They have a really good food court, too. I like their food court a lot. You guys got me in the mood for a slot machine tonight. I wasn't even planning on playing tonight. If that don't work out, hit up my lunchtime review channel. In my opinion, the Trop has the best restaurant selection in AC. They do have a very good, who said that? VA crap shooters. They do have a really good restaurant selection at the Trop. I like the Trop a lot. I usually have a problem recording in the Trop, and I shouldn't even say that. I have a problem recording in the casino in the Trop. But other than that, I think the Trop's a really nice destination here in Atlantic City. Kind of like removed, though. If you really want to be around a lot of other hotels and casinos, you got to walk or ride to get there. But good restaurants, nice, comfortable rooms, and I love that the quarter with all the shops and the restaurants and stuff. Really nice. Some great sports bars, good sports book. The casino, it's okay, but it's a great place to stay. Totally agree with you. Richard, good hotel tips. In a fire, people die more of smoke than... Oh, that's true. People die of smoke inhalation, not actually fire. And what you want to do is block off all the cracks in the doorways and even in the vents. So like if you go in, again, I'm giving you tips that I should be covering in my video that no one's going to watch now. In the bathroom, you'll see vents that are like, there's usually one above the shower. Oh, there's one right behind me. See? That's what I'm talking about. You got to block those off too. Just pack a small roll of masking tape, and you can block everything off in the room, and you don't have to worry about smoke. You have to worry about the fire. So the hotel, if you read the instructions on the doorways, the hotel says always wet towels, wet your bedding, and then put the bedding underneath the door. But you're still going to get smoke coming in through all the cracks on the sides of the door and the vents behind me and stuff like that. So masking tape works really good. Kevin Dunn, I do food reviews. We're going to have to check your channel out, Kevin. I came in at 7. What the hell happened? Dixie, we had a little technical issue, and I brought it up to the hotel room at the Hard Rock. And son of a gun, almost 70 people have tuned in for a unannounced live chat. So I'm really happy for you guys because you came through, and I appreciate that. Actually, 70 is like a record for this channel, but I haven't done a live chat in a long time, so that's good. Celia, what is the beach ball drop? I didn't see what Celia wrote, but the beach ball drop, I believe, is resorts. And actually, she could probably do it better if she brought it up. Again, I have to back up on. I'm missing a lot of the chat, and I apologize for that. But the resorts does something called the beach ball drop, where they have all these beach balls on the boardwalk. Not too sure what it's all about. I'm not too sure if it's spring or fall, probably spring. I'll check it out, and I will cover it if I can. And Celia, if you're still here, let us know when that is and what exactly it is. But I know it's resorts. I'm sitting at a cool 27,000 subscribers. Good for you, Kevin. That's cool. Not easy to get subscribers. What are you doing to eat for dinner tonight? I think your wife just asked me that. And she asked me if I ate dinner already, and I have not eaten. Someone has suggested to try Yoyu, the noodle place downstairs, and that's not a bad idea. I have a comp for that place, so I might do that. But I'm really not hungry right now, so I might not do anything until breakfast tomorrow. I'm not a breakfast eater, and usually if I don't eat dinner, late, like if I pass on dinner tonight, I will be starving when I wake up, and that's usually when I do my breakfast videos is when because I'm not a breakfast eater. But if I wake up hungry, I definitely will head over to a breakfast. So never been to the Hard Rock Cafe for breakfast. There's a menu in the room. I'm looking for Hard Rock breakfast. Doesn't have the cafe. They were really good. Maybe I should do like a room service video. Maybe I'll do room service in every hotel and casino on the Atlantic City boardwalk. How does that sound? I'll do a room service video. That sounds kind of boring, actually. But Hard Rock Cafe has a really good breakfast. I've looked at their menu. It's online. It's not on here. They have a lot of breakfast stuff, but it's not specifically from the Hard Rock Cafe. But they have like these fantastic French toast and pancake gourmet-ish kind of breakfast. So maybe I'll check that out in the morning. We'll see. Bye, Jeff. It's really nice to meet you. Thanks, you Pixies. See you soon. I recommend YouTube Shorts for subscribers. That's what I've been doing lots of shorts. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You don't make money on shorts, but you do get subscribers, and that's why I do them. It brings in a lot of people who don't know about the New York channel. They see the shorts and they subscribe. So definitely worth doing shorts. Let me see. I'm slowly growing with YouTube Shorts. Yeah, keep it up. YouTube Experiment, what kind of channel do you have? Let us know. Feel free to promote your channel here if you'd like to drop a link. I'd be more than happy to let you do that. No eggs for Jeff. That's right, Robert. Jeff, not hungry? Wow. What is the world coming to? What are you saying, Deborah? I did a video. Oh, wait until you see tomorrow's video. It's the a late night snack buffet on the Norwegian Cruise Line getaway. And I'm editing this video. It was after dinner. So after dinner, they have like this late night snack buffet, which is like pizza, nachos, desserts, hot dogs. I made a joke that I felt like I was back in college with the food that I was eating. And you certainly don't go on a cruise to eat hot dogs and pizza. There's so many really good free, not free, but included restaurants. But I'm editing this video for tomorrow, and I actually edited it a couple of nights ago. And I'm watching myself eat, and I'm stuffing like a hot dog and pizza. And I actually comment in the video that I realize how horrible these shots are and how unflattering they are of me stuffing food in my mouth. But I made a comment like, we're all family here, so I don't care. So just watch the video. You'll see what I'm talking about. Take a walk to Cata Tequila Bar for breakfast. Where is that? Let me know. Let me see. Breakfast is good at Hard Rock. Did it a few times. Also like breadsticks at resorts and Casa Taco in the trop. Casa Taco for breakfast? Really? I have to try that out. I have a video on Casa Taco and breadsticks and Hard Rock, but I didn't know that they served breakfast there. That's interesting. But that's all the way on the other side of the boardwalk. So I won't be doing breakfast there. But next time I'm at the Tropper down that end and I'm there in the morning, I will check out that as well as Hash House at Go-Go for breakfast. Let's see. I got a comp, by the way, that flies me from Indianapolis to AC and back plus rooms for $45. Any chance we can meet up when I'm here? Again, it's May. What's today? It's April, May 6th, Wednesday. Brandon, I don't know. If you want to leave a comment in the video on this channel closer to those dates, this isn't the only thing I do. I have a real job, which pays the mortgage. And I have to schedule everything around that real job because, again, it pays the mortgage and the bills. But as I get closer to those dates, I love to meet up with you guys. And by the way, if you ever see me on the boardwalk, as a matter of fact, one of you said that you were going to meet me on the boardwalk today. I hope you're not looking for me because I'm not on the boardwalk, obviously, because of technical problems. But anytime you see me, just say, hey, Jeff, what's up? And I'd be more than happy to stop and talk to you. Some of you have done that already. But leave me a comment on closer to those dates, and I will see if I have those days off and if I will be in the area. Perry's in Howard Johnson's is great for breakfast. Always been perfect. I love it. I just drove past the Howard Johnson's right by here by the Hard Rock. And I thought of you, Richard, actually, because you mentioned that place a lot. And it looks pretty nice from the outside. Perry's, I believe I heard of it, but I've never been in it. So there's always something to check out in this town. It's really not a big town, but there's just so many things to see and do. What did you get at the White Castle drive-thru? Do you really want to know? Okay, so it was meal number 1, which is 4 sliders with cheese, a small fry, and a small Diet Coke. And I ate that in my car on the way here to Atlantic City. And I think that's why I'm not. I think that's why I'm not hungry, and I probably won't be until tomorrow morning. Jack, New Jersey double. Me and my brother and his friend, we went to Atlantic City last month, Tuesday and Wednesday. Got back Thursday morning. I don't know what I had. Something golden nugget. No idea. Sorry about that. Let's see. What am I reading here? White House Subs has a great breakfast sandwiches. I guarantee you, Pixie, they all involve eggs, right? I don't eat eggs. So they're probably egg sandwiches. Richard Hill's the event that the resorts do every year. They have a big giveaways that weekend. Oh, before Memorial Day. Thank you, Celia. I was wondering when that was. It's before, so it should be coming up shortly. I'll definitely have to be down here and check that out. Where do you live, New Jersey or New York? I currently live at the Jersey Shore. Oh, it's fine. Sounds good, Jeff. Celia, love the big giveaways. Oh, what do they give away, Celia? Let us know. How are you better be on your P's and Q's, bro? No cap. Somebody please help and put Kevin Dunn's fire out. I could put it out in 2 seconds if I wanted to. I think that's it. I think I'm all caught up on the chat. Anybody else have any questions or anything before I get going? I'm in Atlantic City tomorrow. If there's anything in particular you'd like to see, I already have my list. But if there's anything in particular you'd like to see, let me know, and I will check it out for you. You in the North Tower? Yes, I am. Money-free rooms and other gifts. Money-free rooms and other gifts. That's right up my alley, Celia. I have to definitely check that out this year. Any news on the Trump Plaza lot? No news whatsoever. Someone had suggested that that's where the Dave & Buster's restaurant's going. It's not. I left on the community room where Dave & Buster's is moving into. That lot is huge, and I know that they can't allow a casino there. It's in some kind of zoning thing that there can't be another casino there. So they've been messing around with maybe a public park, which I think is a horrible idea. Not that I'm against parks. I love parks, but I don't think you need one on the boardwalk. I think you need something else. I don't have an answer, and I think that's why it's taking a while for the city and developers to decide what really needs to go there. So let's see. Kevin, stop. You're being rude. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right. So I think I think I put Kevin on a pause there. So, Celia, sorry about the rain. Gotta run. Hope to run into you one day in AC. Thank you, Cranium Lost. Hope I run into you as well. Casa Taco and Tequila has a great breakfast and also great Bloody Marias. Interesting. Did you ever stay at Cozy Suites in the Showboat? I don't even know what that is. I'm going to head over to Showboat tomorrow. It's right next door. Cozy Suites. That's interesting. Kevin. Sorry, guys. Just bear with me one moment. Holly, hi, Jeff. I look forward to all your videos. Thanks for all your hard work. Thank you so much, Holly. I appreciate that. Oh my God, the troll is back. Staying this Saturday and Sunday. Kevin's been put on hold, so let's not worry about Kevin. And what's going on with Days Inn? Only opens Friday through Saturday. Well, that's a lot of things in Atlantic City, but I didn't know Days Inn was only open on weekends. That's interesting. Kirsten King, love your videos. Thank you so much, Kirsten. By the way, if you haven't given this video a thumbs up, please do give it a thumbs up. Do you have a card to every casino in AC? Very good question, YouTube Experiment. I do not have a card for the Golden Nugget. I stayed there about a year ago, and I enjoyed my stay. I was recording in the casino, and I was approached by the operations manager who wanted to know what I was doing, and I explained that I'm a vlogger. I always carry business cards. Now, anyone can get a business card. Just hold on 1 second. Sorry, guys. Just bear with me, please. I'll be right back. Don't go away. I am trying. All right. I think I did it. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. Hope they aren't getting rid of the pool up there. Seems like a waste. Where was this, Frank? I'm sorry. I was a little. Oh, how do you feel about the name change at the Water Club? Me personally, yuck. It should have been kept the Water Club name. I don't know. They're always looking to freshen things up and change things. Sometimes they change things for the sake of change. There definitely is no MGM branding on that property. You would never know it was an MGM property as far as the Borgata, unless you frequent there a lot and you have their rewards card and stuff. So it's a move that they want to do, and that's fine with me if they want to rebrand it. More importantly, though, they're renovating the rooms and everything, and that seems like a really good idea because they could use it. So it seems. Yeah, I know, Deborah. I'm trying to work on that. Cute Pixels back in the house. Just make sure it's Cozy Sweets something new to Showboat. Yeah, let me know what that Cozy Sweets thing is. I'm interested to find out about that. What's your favorite tower at the Tropicana? I haven't stayed at all the towers in the Tropicana. I like the Havana Tower, and that's where I usually get booked. I don't ask for it, but that's what I get. But I was just recently put in the North Tower. I don't think I've done that video yet, so that'll be coming out in a week or two. And I was very happy with the North Tower. It was pretty cool, so very happy there. Sorry. In any event, you got chased out of the Golden Nugget. Oh, no. Oh, well, no, I'd never finished that story because I'm trying to take care of something here in the chat room. But I was in the Golden Nugget. Operations manager approached me and said, we'd like to know what you're doing here because I was recording. And I told him that I was a vlogger. I always carry around business cards. Business cards really anyone can get a business card. But if they're really concerned, I tell them to just take out their phone and look me up. I am a vlogger on YouTube. And most of the time it doesn't come down to that. But in any event, there was a employee walking by, and they stopped the conversation between me and the operations manager and said, "This is Jeff from New York. He's a vlogger." And it was really cool. And the operations manager let me go about my way. So I was really happy with that. So. What else do we have? You're going to gamble tonight? I wasn't planning on it, but I just might go downstairs to the Hard Rock and do a little gambling. I don't know if I'm going to do a slot bowl, but maybe I'll do a little table gambling. We'll see. Yeah, sorry, I'm back. Thank you, New Jersey. Pixels. I have a video of my stays in the West and South Towers on the channel. West and South Towers. I think those are two towers I haven't been in, so I will check those videos out, Frank. Thanks for letting us know. By the way, Jeff, cape and no cape, it's just a saying. I don't know what that means, sorry. I've stayed at all the towers in Tropicana. I like the South Tower the best. That's good to know. I think I was in the North Tower, so I haven't been in the South Tower yet. It's busy tonight there. Kevin, get out of here, and who cares about your channel? I keep trying to get rid of Kevin, and if anything, I can just report him on a lot of stuff. There we go. Jeff, my husband and I love visiting Atlantic City and the food scene. Have you ever considered doing a series about restaurants not in casinos? Example, Knife and Fork or Cafe. Yeah, I've pretty much spent the past 2 summers doing casino restaurants. So I'm looking forward to this summer checking out the new casino restaurants, not necessarily the ones that I've been to already, and some places along Atlantic and Pacific Avenue, as well as on the marina side. And Brigantine, as a matter of fact, I've been asked to do some restaurants in Brigantine, which is right over the bridge here, so we'll see. I meant to say Cap. Cute Pixels, that's okay. The tower you're in at the Hard Rock was built way too close to Showboat and South Tower, in my opinion. They are right on top of each other. You're absolutely right. Yeah, he does have a lot of accounts, but I think I just took care of it. I'm not sure. I don't get too many bullies here on the channel, thank goodness. So I'm learning how to do that, but I think I might have done it. So we'll see. YouTube Experience, thanks for the story. YouTube needs to do a better job monitoring these fake troll accounts. Well, it's part of my job too, is to report them, and I believe I just did that, so we'll see. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see. Literally, Atlantic City is part of my childhood. So, well, where did you grow up here in the Atlantic City area? Let us know, Cute Pixels, where you grew up. I know you're Irish and Filipino, so it's quite a combination. I'm Spanish and Polish, so how do you like that? That's quite a combination as well. When your Vegas trip and where are you staying? My Vegas trip is in the end of May, the beginning of June. I am booked at the Flamingo, which is kind of like my home base. I like the Flamingo. It's inexpensive. It's a great location. But I also have comped rooms at several MGM properties. So I'll have like double rooms. I'll be in the Flamingo for my entire vacation, but I will be checking out the Mandalay Bay. I'll spend a night there, comped, and a couple other MGM properties as well. So I might only be staying 1 or 2 nights at the Flamingo, even though I booked the entire week. But that is coming up in May and June. So stay tuned for that. Jeff, do you plan on doing one of those cute New York ladies? Jeff, plan to order one of those cute New York ladies tank tops. Hope to run into you one day on the boardwalk while wearing it. I'm not a tank top kind of person. If you have been both comped, and where would you rather stay? Caesar's Centurion Tower or Trop South Tower? Caesar's Centurion, I would rather stay at. Frank, new. Do you think there will ever be another new from the ground up casino built in AC ever again? Ever is a long time, so probably. In the near future, probably not. I don't think Caesars. I don't think Atlantic City needs another casino right now. Being as the ones that they have are, although during the season they're crowded, during the rest of the year they're not so crowded. So I don't think building another casino would mean much to this city or actually help the city out in any way. But like I said, forever is a long time, so who knows? But I do know if you're referring to that Trump Plaza piece of property, there is a zoning law that I'm pretty sure forbids a casino from going in there. And from what I understand, there are only so many licenses. There's seven licenses in the town of Atlantic City. I think that's how it works. So there could be another casino coming here, but if that was the case, that would mean one of the casinos had to leave. So that's that. Went to AC 4 times a year with my family growing up. That's very cool, Frank. I used to come here a lot when I was in college. I guess sort of gambling came around, I guess, in the late 70s. So I was not in college at that point. I'm not that old. But I think in the 80s was when I spent most of my time here in Atlantic City until recently, like the past 2 or 3 years when I started vlogging, and I got a whole new appreciation for the city. Hi, Jeff. My girlfriend and I stayed at Hard Rock and seen Billy Strings in the arena. Was a very nice venue to see a concert. Plus, the Hard Rock is my favorite in AC. Yeah, you know what? I never heard of Billy Strings. I got to be honest with you until the show came to Hard Rock here, and that was the Attess Theater that he was at, or Attess Arena, I think they call it. They also have a smaller venue called the here I go again. Anyway, they have a smaller venue here, which I've seen a lot of shows. I saw the Beatles show. I saw like some kind of 60s, 70s show there. I'm trying to remember the name of it, but it's off towards the boardwalk. So they have a couple of nice venues, and they're really getting some good A-lister acts in here. They did last summer, and they're definitely upping the ante this year as far as A-listers musically here at the Hard Rock. So a lot of good concerts coming here. Let's see. I like the Flamingo, but it's like Cheech and Chong were staying on our floor. I know exactly what you mean. But you know what? That's pretty much everywhere in Vegas now. You can stay in the Bellagio. You can stay in the Wynn. All these beautiful hotels. You're going to smell it. It's just a fact of life these days. And even if you're in a non-smoking room, it's kind of everything just smells like weed. Even in Atlantic City, everything smells like weed. So it is what it is. I think it's something that you just have to live with now. Let's see. They should do something with the old Hilton Casino building. Celia, I think they're trying to turn that into condos. So it won't be a casino again, but they are looking to renovate it. Something is vibrating in this room. Oh, it's a refrigerator. I was gonna say it's not the bed. It's the refrigerator is vibrating. They're looking to put condos in the old Hilton. No casino plans for that building. I'm not sure if you stayed at Planet Hollywood in Las Vegas, but would you ever stay there? Sure, I would. I would stay anywhere in Las Vegas. I shouldn't say that. There's a couple places I probably wouldn't stay. But Planet Hollywood is perfectly respectable. I've done a lot of recordings there. Not my favorite casino, not my favorite for restaurants. It's a good location. So I try not to stay at the same place more than once or twice. Flamingo, I'm making the exception because that's kind of like a place where I can get comped rooms across the street and check those out and bring videos to the channel. I've never stayed at Planet Hollywood, one of the places that I haven't stayed on the Strip. So eventually I'll make my way over there and stay there, or at least get a comp room for a night. It's a Caesars property, so it shouldn't be that hard. But by the way, do you guys remember not too long ago, I think it was probably 5 or 6 months ago, Vegas had those torrential downpours. There are videos on YouTube. Don't check them out right now, but check them out when we're done with our little chat here, of the Planet Hollywood Casino, just like a downpour from the ceiling, which is like 100 feet high over the casino tables. Just waterfalls coming right into the casino. Pretty good video, if you ask me. I'm sure the Hard Rock thinks, the Hard Rock Planet Hollywood thinks otherwise. But only Borgata and I think Harrah's, and I don't remember if I went to Oceans to visit. No, if you were ever in upstate New York where I am, do a video on the Tioga Down. They have a pretty nice new hotel with a pool, water slide, and pool slide bar. Casino is smaller, but some good games. There are casinos everywhere now. I used to have a house on the lake in the Poconos, and casinos started sprouting up there like 20 years ago. Then there's Connecticut. I think there are only 6 or 7 states. I forgot the exact count. 6 or 7 states without casinos now. Hawaii is one of them, which is why Vegas caters to Hawaiians, because they fly into Vegas to do their gambling. Downtown Las Vegas, there's a hotel called the Californian Hotel and Casino, and they cater exclusively to Hawaiians. They have like all the Hawaiian flowers, and it's all decorated Hawaiian and everything. And because there's no gambling in Hawaii, it's one of the few states that doesn't have it. And they fly into Vegas, and when they fly into Vegas, they can pretty much stay anywhere, and they do. But a lot of the Hawaiians stay at the Californian because they are catered to there. Jeff, you mentioned you have an MGM credit card. Do you also have a Caesars credit card? Compare and contrast if you can. I do have a Caesars credit card, and they both are pretty much similar. If you have just being an account member brings you up a notch as far as the tier is concerned. So I'm not sure, you're testing my memory here, which I have a horrible memory, obviously. But I think Pearl is the beginning rewards card, like the first step. And as soon as you get your MGM rewards card, you get the next step, which I don't know what it is, and I don't have my cards with me, so sorry. And it's the same thing with Caesars. You go up a notch from whatever level you were. If you have the credit card, you automatically get that, and you don't lose it. Like a lot of these times, if you don't gamble for a while, your tier drops down to 0. Whereas if you have both the Caesars card and the MGM card, you always have that level, and you always get free parking, and you always get the comps that come with that level. So I recommend, if you can, get both the Caesars card. I'm trying to think. I think it's the bank committee, something like that. And MGM, I believe, uses Bank of America. I could be wrong. But if you can, I would get both cards and then go to the rewards counter, let them know that you have the credit card, and they will up your tier, and give you the free parking and whatever comes with that advanced tier. Good question. We will be there in June to see 38 Special, but are staying at Caesars. Well, that's cool. 38 Special, that should be a good show. Haven't heard of Tioga Downs in years. Frank says, Anthony, very small poker room in Tioga, not much action. You are right. Adrian, hi, Adrian. My husband always said they should put a convenience store like CVS on the boardwalk. Well, I am in total agreement with your husband. I always mention CVS or Walgreens. The perfect spot would be Showboat, if you ask me. They need some strong retailers in there. They need some strong restaurants in there, family-oriented restaurants. I'm not talking about luxurious restaurants. I'm talking about a nice food court, maybe some, franchise restaurants like an Olive Garden or a TGIF or something like that. I think those would be perfect tenants for the Showboat, as well as a CVS or a Walgreens. They need to bring that stuff to the boardwalk. And I think Showboat's a good place for them to do it. But if not Showboat, anywhere on this boardwalk would be a great place for a CVS or Walgreens, if you ask me. We have the Caesars credit card that I use for everything all year and build up lots of comps. That's true. I didn't even mention the comps. I was just talking about the rewards card or the tiers. But if you use that credit card to buy your groceries, to buy your gas, you actually accumulate reward points from using those credit cards. So that's a great thing to do. And typically what I do, I have more credit cards than I can count, but I only use one or sometimes two. And I like the MGM card and the Caesars card. I always use those cards, whether booking vacations or buying groceries or at the gas tank or whatever. And those rewards add up, and that's how I get comp rooms. I'm not a huge gambler, so that adds to your comps. It's a good deal. Cute Pixes plays. I'm 14. Well, congratulations. You're 13 would have made you a teenager. Sorry about that. Good to see some growing up kids here in the New York room. Too young to gamble, obviously, but we do keep it family friendly here. And I encourage kids to watch the channel, and I try to keep it as clean as possible. And I think we all, as a community, do a good job doing that here on the channel. This year, I'm going to be 15. Forget to ask if you've ever visited the Connecticut casinos. Mohegan Sun is nice. I keep saying I'm going to go over there to Mohegan Sun and what's the other one? Mohegan Sun and the other one. Oh my God, my memory is shot today. And I never make it. My concern is that I first of all, I wouldn't get comped, so I would have to drive there and spend a fortune on the rooms, and I just don't know if I can get that many videos out of it to make sense for me to do that. That's what I do. I try to go. A lot of people say, well, you should go to Lake Tahoe and you should go to Reno, but it would cost me a fortune to visit those places, stay there, and get one or two videos out of it, which, this basically is a business, let's face it. And if it doesn't cover the cost, then there's no point in me doing it, other than my own personal satisfaction, which I do a lot of things on this channel that I know are not going to attract advertisers, but I do it for my own personal satisfaction. So. Foxwoods, thanks, Lance. I knew you guys always come around for me. Are they still building a grocery store in the location where the Sands Casino used to be? I remember them doing a groundbreaking last year. I don't know of any grocery store going anywhere in Atlantic City, and that's a huge issue here. They definitely need a regular supermarket in this town as well. Obviously not on the boardwalk. It wouldn't make sense for a supermarket to open on the boardwalk because it would cost a fortune to open a supermarket on the boardwalk, and they would never recover that price. But they do need a grocery store for the people who live in this area somewhere in town, and there is none right now. Mr. Tar just turned 21. Time to hit that casino, Mr. Tar. Congratulations. Happy birthday. Showboat is kid-friendly, though. They have an arcade and possibly will be opening the water park. Oh, they will be opening that water park. I just passed it tonight, and it looks like it's almost near completion. There is still 55 people in this chat room. And we've been doing this for well over 2 hours now. Holy cow. And this was a unplanned live stream. So that's really cool. Thanks, guys. I appreciate everything you do. Foxwoods is amazing. Yeah, I know. I really should go, I guess. Just bite the bullet, spend the money, and go there. Cube Pixels, I'm a freshman and an alto in choir. Good for you, Cube Pixels. Foxwood is the other, but Mohegan is connected to Resort. Oh, you know what? You're right, because that's on my rewards card. Maybe I do have some comps over at Mohegan. Yeah, it says on the resorts card, the rewards card, a Mohegan property. I definitely have to check that out. Thanks, guys. See that I get a lot of information from you as well as you from me. Any plans for a new casino in AC? None that I am aware of. I don't think it's gonna be a while before there's a new casino here. As I mentioned just a little bit earlier, if there's going to be a new casino, that means one of these casinos that are currently operating has to go. So I don't see that happening anytime in the near future. But you never know. What was it? 5, 6, 7 years ago, Atlantic City lost 3 or 4 casinos in 1 year. So you never know. There used to be an IGA supermarket on Atlantic Avenue. Is it closed? I haven't seen the IGA. I know what IGA is, and I have not seen one on Atlantic Avenue. So maybe I just don't drive far enough north or south to see it, but I'm not aware of any. You pick for the best breakfast pastries. Oh, your pick for the best breakfast pastries on the boardwalk. That's a good one, and I am going to say probably Cafe Chino in Ocean. You can go there. It's on it's right across from the registration area. You can get your, which I've done. There's a video, 1 or 2 videos of me getting a pastry and a cup of coffee or a hot chocolate and heading over to the park, which is right outside the Cafe Chino pastry place. Another place, I don't care for the place in Caesars. Oh, right here in Hard Rock. I think it's called Alexia's. They have pretty good pastries there as well as cookies. They have good cookies there. Hard Rock has a really good selection of food as well. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Slot Playing Fool. Ocean, the best hotel. Ocean is a beautiful hotel. I don't know if it's the best. There's a lot of really good hotels here in Atlantic City, but it is definitely at the top of the list, or somewhere near the top of the list. It is beautiful. And my real name is Brianna. Nice to meet you, Brianna Cute Pixels. I think that's all the information you need to give us is your age and your name. You don't need to share anything else with us at this point, only for your protection. So thanks, Brianna. We appreciate that. Frank, I don't think that's true. There's never been a limit on the casino license that's available. You may be right, Frank. I'm just going from what I'm assuming, that there's always been 7, and the only way to get a new one is for one of the older ones to drop. So I may be wrong. So that may be absolutely correct. Celia, Save a Lot. Save a Lot is there on Atlantic Avenue. What is Save a Lot? Is it like a grocery store? By the way, I might do an Atlantic Avenue video tomorrow. I think Richard, I don't know if you're still here in the chat room. You suggested that I do a Atlantic Avenue video, and I thought that was a good idea. Tomorrow's supposed to be beautiful weather, so I just might do that. Maybe from Ocean to Trop or the other way around. just do a video on Atlantic Avenue. Pacific Avenue is a block in from the boardwalk. A little bit more boring than Atlantic Avenue. There's a lot more to see on Atlantic. So I'd go 2 blocks in from the boardwalk to Atlantic and do a video. I like Hard Rock and Borgata. Hard Rock is almost like a museum, and Borgata just looks very nice and all, but wish it was on the boardwalk. Yeah, I always joke about that. I was on a podcast not too long ago. Someone invited me onto actually, it wasn't a podcast. It was a radio show. And they invited Jeff from New York onto the radio show, and they asked some Atlantic City questions. And I had told them that the Borgata would be a perfect place if it was only on the boardwalk. So they got a chuckle out of that. They closed the CVS last year. Yeah, I think there's only a Walgreens now on the northern end of Atlantic Avenue. Thanks going to be at the Hard Rock. Thanks going to be at the Hard Rock next week. I do plan on being in Atlantic City. I might be at Bally's just to switch things up a bit. I have comps available at a couple places, so I might do Bally's. I haven't been there in a while. You can go to Foxwoods or Mohegan Sun for the day or stay in an off-site hotel. I have never stayed overnight in either. I've priced it, and it would cost me for a weekend at least $1,000 to go to Foxwoods or Mohegan Sun, but that's staying on site. So maybe like Disney, it's a good idea to check out the hotels around rather than staying on the property. So I'll definitely check that out. They have a Hash House Go-Go at Mohegan Sun. Hash House Go-Go seems to like to hang out in hotels and casinos. So I've grown a new appreciation for Hash House. I've never been to one until a couple of weeks ago here in Atlantic City, and I really enjoyed my burger. They're not known for burgers; they're known for breakfasts. So I'm going to have to check out their breakfasts as well. We are still hanging in there strong at 60 people. That's really cool. I appreciate it, guys. Usually I cut these off when we're down to like 10, but we're going strong. So I'll keep going as long as you keep going, or until I say it's time to stop because I need to eat or something like that. But anyway, Jeff, it's a small grocery store. Okay, so Celia, don't make me scroll back up because I'll lose my place. Name it one more time, please, and it's on Atlantic Avenue. I'd like to check it out. So it's on Atlantic Avenue. Just give me the name one more time. I'd appreciate it, and I'll check it out. And where is it by? Is it like by the Tropicana or by Ocean? Which end of the Atlantic Avenue is it? Have you ever been brave enough to walk from Ocean to Borgata? I don't think it's a matter of bravery. I wouldn't do it at night. No, I wouldn't do it at night. Would I do it during the daytime? Sure. I had no reason to do it. I love to walk, and it's not that far. What's that, like 4 miles, which isn't really too far for me. So it's not a matter of bravery. And again, I wouldn't do it at night. I am not brave enough to do it at night. But during the daytime, sure, I would do it. But I have no reason. I usually have my car, and I don't mind walking on the boardwalk. I don't mind walking that Sculptures Walk, which actually connects Borgata, Harrah's, and Golden Nugget. Actually, I have a video on the channel here for that walk. But as far as getting from the ocean side to the marina side, I really have no reason to walk that when I have a car. So that's that. Other than possibly making a video. So that's something for me to consider. If you'd like a video of me walking from the boardwalk to the marina, I just might be stupid enough to do that. So let me know if that's something you would like to see, because the walking doesn't bother me. And again, it's not a matter of bravery during the daytime. It's not a matter of bravery. It's just a matter of why in the world would I do it? But if you tell me you want to see it, then that's a good enough reason for me. Hello, Rocker Boy 980-998. You mean there were 980,997 Rocker Boys before you? Is that possible? Anyway, welcome, Rocker Boy. Miami, hello. I'm new here. Welcome, Miami. Hit that thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to the channel. I was just in Miami not too long ago. 305, is that the area code? I think it is. I was just in Miami not too long ago on a cruise. I have several videos here from South Beach. Actually, that's all they're from is South Beach, but several videos from South Beach. So check those out, Miami, and welcome to the channel. Haley, what's your favorite hotel and casino in AC? I'm always asked that. As a matter of fact, I've been asked that several times tonight as well. And I really don't have an answer. And it really depends on what you're in the mood for. Do you want the boardwalk? Do you want the marina? Are you more concerned about food, or are you concerned about the casino? Or is entertainment important to you? There's so many things. It depends on what vibe you're looking for, what mood you're in. There are no bad choices. Like I said, Bally's was rough a year or two ago. It's getting its act together. Caesars is really changing their rooms and renovating things and making a lot of changes. So you're not going to make a bad choice here. I really don't have a favorite. Again, it depends on what I'm in the mood for and what if I'm looking for the boardwalk or the marina and all that other stuff. I love Bally's when it was Park Place. I'm trying to remember Park Place. I think that went away in the 80s, which is when I used to come to Atlantic City way before my vlogger days. I think it's still called Bally's at Park Place because that is their address. It's on Park Place. So. Oh, yeah, I watched your Burger Challenge video the other day. Which one was it? Cube Pixels, was it the Vegas Burger Challenge or a Atlantic City Burger Challenge? And who was the winner? Do you remember? Because I did a couple of them. And I just started this year's Burger Challenge here in Atlantic City. It will be, who was the first one? It was, I don't remember. Oh, Tropicana? I think it was No, it was, oh my goodness. Harrah's. I don't know. I started my burger challenge not too long ago here for the year 2023. So by this summer, we'll have a winner. What slot machine do you suggest? I am always playing Stinky Rich, that game, so it's addictive. It's in the shopping center where Family Dollar. Oh, we're talking about two different things. I was going to say there are no slot machines in stores here in Atlantic City. The shopping center where the Family Dollar store is, it's called Save-A-Lot. I'm going to check that out, Celia. Thank you for that. FU, good to see you here in the chat. I think that's the first time I'm seeing you. I'm at the Hard Rock now. Oh, son of a gun. Heading down to Corner Bar for some drinks. This place is whacked. It's have you passed the buffet? When I was down there not too long ago, it was like a 2.5 hour wait. It's crazy. Nisi, welcome Nisi, says hot tea with lemon and honey for you. Oh, it's just because I'm talking a lot, that's all. I feel fine. Don't walk it, drive, or take jitney. Yeah, well, the jitney is my new discovery. I discovered it this past summer, and I use it for everywhere. It just gets me around town super fast. I enjoy walking, so I walk when I can, but there are just days when I need to get from one place to another fast, and walking just won't cut it. And the jitneys, and you know what? I was driving here today, and I was driving down Pacific Avenue, and I just can't help notice more and more people at these jitney stops. Not locals. Obviously, these are out-of-towners going from casino to casino. So the jitney is no longer a well-hidden secret here in town. It's being used by a lot of people. Time for a sip. What's up from New York City? Great Atlantic City videos. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate it. We're in New York City. Just give us like a borough. I would like to know where you're chatting from. Yes, 305 is Miami area code. I thought it was. Thank you, Miami. VY. Hi, Jeff. Which casino do you win your biggest jackpot? Which casino did you win your biggest jackpot? My boyfriend and I watch all of your videos. Thank you, VY. I appreciate that. I think my biggest jackpot was at the New York casino in Las Vegas. I'm not sure if I have I know I have a slot pull on the New York, but I don't think I have my biggest win in New York. And that was over $1,000. And not huge, but again, I'm really not a slot player. I just play slots for the channel, but I'm really growing fond of slot machines. So they're kind of addictive. So yeah. Any New York style delis with New York quality sandwiches on or near the boardwalk? There used to be a place here called Pickles. It was by Bally's, and it's gone for years now. I'm going to say that's the closest thing to a real authentic New York deli that Atlantic City had. And I'm surprised they haven't picked up. There might be, I was going to say Bally's, the new place, but I think it's just breakfast and brunch now. But no, not too many authentic New York delis here in Atlantic City. Surprisingly, they're popping up everywhere in Las Vegas. And I mean really good, authentic, like a Jewish deli in Las Vegas. As a matter of fact, I did a video on one, Bagel Mania. And when I'm working on my to-do list, I got a pad of every time I get an idea of somewhere to go in Vegas, which I'll be there in a few weeks, I have on my list to revisit Bagel Mania because I really like that place a lot. It's right off the Las Vegas Strip. Atlantic City could definitely use a good Jewish deli. Deborah, bag of donuts. I miss when Pickles used to be at Bally's. I'm so sad when they closed up. Yeah. And I remember they used to actually have, there's a lot of places in Miami, and there's someone from Miami in the room right now that can attest to this. There used to be places called Wolfie's and Junior's, and they were really good Jewish delis, and they used to put the pickles in like a barrel, or it looked like an ice bucket on the table. Kind of disgusting when you think about it, because who knows who was sitting at that table before you. But you just used to pick your pickles out of this little ice bucket, and they used to always throw more pickles in when you left. And yeah, so Pickles was known. The Pickles here in Bally's was known for their, I think, pastrami sandwiches or corned beef. I think it was pastrami, but it was a good Jewish deli, and they piled it high just like they do in New York City. Adrian, I hate when people compare AC to Vegas. Two totally different vibes and both wonderful. The ocean and the desert can't be beat. And Adrian, I couldn't have said it better. Everyone always asks me. I'm always asked for my favorites on a lot of things, and it's so hard to answer. But a lot of people say, what do you like better, Atlantic City or Vegas? Two totally different cities. You can't compare them. It's like apples and oranges. Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world. You can't say that about Atlantic City. You can definitely say that about Vegas. But Atlantic City, it's got it's in the middle of this huge area. Philadelphia, New York City, there's just a ton of population here, tons of options if you want to leave the city for a while. You've got the beach, you've got the boardwalk. At Vegas, you've got the entertainment. You've got these huge, beautiful themed hotels and resorts. You can't compare the two. It depends on what you're in the mood for. Just like when people say, what's your favorite place in Vegas or what's your favorite place in Atlantic City? I really can't compare them. Each is unique, and just like Las Vegas and Atlantic City. So you said it perfectly, Adrian. Thank you. Hey, Jeff, finally got a chance to tune in. I was at work earlier. Hey, Dan, good to see you. Everyone, Dan Kraft is in the room. Dan Kraft is running the Facebook fan page. Dan, you missed, I started at 7 o'clock, had technical difficulties the first 10 minutes and couldn't get back on. So I ran up to my room here at the Hard Rock. I was on the boardwalk. I promised everyone a beautiful sunset. They didn't get it, but they got me anyway. And now they have you, so that's cool. And here I am in my Hard Rock hotel room. So good to see you. And everyone, check out that fan page. Uh, Dan, if you can leave a link, I don't know if you can do that right now. I don't know where you are or what you're doing, but if you want to leave a link in the chat, feel free to do so. Check out that fan page. Dan works hard on it, and I definitely appreciate all the work he puts into it. I would have to go with the bacon cheeseburger because I really love bacon on my burger. Cute pixels, I'm not sure what that is referring to, but I cannot eat a bacon, or I could not eat a cheeseburger without bacon on it. It must have bacon on it. Just about everything must have bacon on it, if you ask me. Andrew, Queens, great Vegas videos too at that. Thank you. Thank you, Andrew. And we have a couple people from Queens. Deborah and Robert are from Queens. And I think Shirley, if she's still in the room, I'm not sure. She's from Queens. A lot of Queens people here. Ooh, I missed a lot. Let's see. I used to work at Bally's Park Place in the security department for 12 years. I missed that place. Oh, that's good to know, Kent. Have you been there lately? Has it changed a lot? I worked at Bally's Park Place security department for 12 years. When did you leave? I'm just curious. Just curious as far as all the changes that have been going on, not only in Atlantic City, but Bally's specifically. So, Dan, New York, my beloved New York, I actually went to NYU. I didn't know you went to NYU. That's like by the Village. I have videos on NYU, I think, somewhere on this channel, as well as the Village and all the hangouts down there. McDougal Street. Do you ever hang out there? That's close to NYU. I know there's areas in Manhattan, in that Village area, where all you see are from the light posts are the NYU banners, the flags hanging from the light posts. NYU has a big presence in southern Manhattan. Let's see. I hope you make more vids featuring Bally's and the Tropicana. Yeah, well, I plan on. There's only seven places for me to visit here in Atlantic City with regards to hotels and casinos. So it's not like Vegas where there are 40, if that even sounds like a little. Plus, there's downtown as well, and there's only 7 here in Atlantic City. So I can only visit those as often as possible without you guys getting sick of them. So I try to do it at different angles. Sometimes I try to do it, but there's plenty here in Atlantic City outside of the hotels and casinos. Plus, each hotel and casino has so many videos you could do with regards to restaurants and things like that, and lounges and things like that. So never short on content. But again, you have to remember there's only 7 hotels and casinos here in Atlantic City, unlike Las Vegas. Bag of Donuts, let's open a deli. That's not a bad idea. Let's just take that Trump Plaza lot and turn it into the world's largest Jewish deli. I think it'll do quite well. We'll offer free parking. Then it'll definitely do well. I'm not a slots player. I just play slots. Did I say that? I might have. I might have said that. I'm not a slots player. But I started playing slots for the video channel, for the videos for the channel, and now I like playing slots. I think that's what I meant to say. Anyway, I am from Boston. Bag of Donuts. I'm from Boston. Not many good delis here either. I've been to Boston in like 30 years. I visited, Faneuil Hall? Massachusetts is pretty nice. I've been to Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket. And I've been to Boston. I think it was Faneuil Hall, and I did that whole Paul Revere ride. They used to have I think it was a red stripe going down the path that he took up and down the streets of Boston, and I did that. Boston's a beautiful town, beautiful harbor town. I missed pretzel time when they were at Bally's and the bagel place that was at Caesars. I don't know the bagel place unless you're talking about that place by the registration area. I don't really care for that, but I guess they do sell bagels. Maybe that is what you're talking about. I'm not sure. What is the weirdest smell in Borgata? I don't know. Maybe the parking garage? I don't know. Dan, I'll give it a shot. Jeff, hold on. Okay. Dan's going to be trying to get a link up to the Facebook page that he runs, and it's really a cool page. Nancy, I am from Queens too. There are so many people from Queens. YouTube Experiment, Manhattan here, New York City. Upper Manhattan, Midtown Manhattan, Lower Manhattan. I used to work in Lower Manhattan for years. And I actually lived in Jersey City, right across the river. I used to take the PATH train from Jersey City to the World Trade Center back when there was two of them. It was a horrible day, and I lost a lot of friends. But I used to work right there. I used to go through those trade centers every day. I worked for the New York Stock Exchange as well as Chase Manhattan down in the financial district. So not much residential down there, except for Battery Park. There's a whole residential area there. I went to NYU. Oh, we have some NYU alumni in this chat room. That's cool. Yep, I remember that. I went to check. I have a master's in film. Loved it. All right, Dan, what's your favorite movie? If you're a master's in film, we have to know what your favorite movie is. Deborah, I am from Queens, but Robert is from Manhattan. Very cool. But, well, you both live in Queens now, I'm assuming. Let's see. Not much has changed at the Tropicana since 2006 or so. The quarter looks the same. The quarter's the same, but the restaurants in the casino area, not so much in the quarter, but the casino area restaurants are all changing. And downstairs at the marketplace, that changed quite a bit as well recently. Every time I've asked, I've gotten mixed feelings on Sagawaz or Circa. Anything you can recommend about it? Well, that's like a Jewish deli in the Circa Hotel and Casino. Supposed to be very good. If you're looking for like a really authentic Jewish deli in Las Vegas, though, I would suggest, I think I just mentioned it, Bagel Mania. Doesn't sound like a real authentic. It sounds more like a, tourist area. But Bagel Mania, right off the strip. If it's right by Resorts World, if you know where that is, you're just going to go up the street a little bit, and there's this huge Jewish deli. I have a video. It's on Bagel Mania. One of the best Jewish delis outside of New York that I've ever been to. So check that out. But Sagawaz in Circa is definitely a newer Jewish deli, and I've heard good things about it. So I don't know. I've never eaten there. Let's see. Party at the lobby bar as of right now. Come join us. FU is downstairs at the Hard Rock, partying it up at the lobby bar. I'm sure there's live music there, right, FU? Let me know. YouTube Experience. I used to work for JNR back then. JNR, is that Music World? You're jogging my memory, but JNR Music World, I believe, was a music store. Remember those music stores? Pixie, Tropicana needs to update their rooms. They're horrible. It depends on what tower you're in, I think. They have updated a lot of their rooms, but I know some of them, especially I think it's the Chelsea Tower. I don't know, but from what I understand, the Chelsea Tower is not the place to stay at the Tropicana. I hate standing post in the marketplace at the Tropicana back then. The only good part was the Hooter Girls. The marketplace. Yeah, that's downstairs. I'm thinking of the quarter. Yep, Hooters is downstairs. Right next to the Purple Zebra and Hash House and Go-Go. YouTube Experience. I used to shop at JNR all the time on my breaks from college since I went to school very close there. Again, JNR, I'm assuming that's JNR Music World. Let me know, people. I thought it was so funny when security stopped you for filming at the pier across from Caesars. I remember that place was jumping in the arcade back then. Used to take my kids there a lot. Yeah. It is kind of weird that security is very strict in that place, but I'm assuming because it's empty, and I guess the place is in perfect condition. It's kind of like weird, like out of a time warped movie or something. Everything is in perfect condition, like it was just it was just abandoned. So I guess they're just maintaining safety and security on the property for whenever they decide to do whatever it is they want to do with that property. I met Corn at J&R Music. It was J&R Music World. I knew it. There was a J&R Music World downtown. I think it was on Broadway and like Maiden Lane or something like that. I used to shop in there all the time. Dan, I idolized Tim Burton. His imagination is so beautiful, so vivid, unfettered. He doesn't care what he puts out. He follows his mind and heart. So which Tim Burton movie do you like the most? Nightmare Before Christmas? I'm trying to think of Tim Burton movies. I'm sure there's a lot. Did he do Addams Family? I'm not sure if he did Addams Family. I remember I was watching Addams Family once, and there's certain movie lines that I always remember. And it was, what was her? Was it Tuesday or Wednesday? I always forget what day of the week she was named, the daughter. I think it was Tuesday, or maybe it was Wednesday. Anyway, she walked into the living room, and Gomez says, "You've got your grandmother's eyes." And Morticia says, "Tuesday, put those back." I thought that was a funny line. Anyway, that's just my warped sense of humor. My adult children still go to It's Sugar at the Pier. Well, I go to It's Sugar at the Pier too. I don't buy too much because I'm not a sugar person, but I'm always interested in to see the nostalgic candy and stuff like that. There is a beach I went to here in New Jersey. It's called Asbury Beach. It's actually Asbury Park, and there's an Asbury Park Beach as well. Asbury is a beautiful. There's a video here on the New York channel. A beautiful city. It's pretty much come back from ruins, and the city is divided into two really cool areas. There's the beach area with the boardwalk and the Paramount Theater and Convention Hall and all that stuff. And then there's the downtown area, and you can actually walk from one to the other. It's not that far apart. But downtown is known for its sidewalk cafes and shopping and stuff like that. So Asbury Park is a beautiful city. Videos available here on the New York channel. It's in the Jersey Shore playlist if you want to look it up. I am a Tim Burton fan too, real Dan. From your experience, what casino comps you the nest? I think you mean the best. And I'm going to say, as far as past experience, right where I am right now, Hard Rock is hands down the most generous with their comps here in Atlantic City. For me, it's different for everyone else. So. Tim Burton is a genius. Are you going to F1 in Vegas? I can't afford it. I would love to go, but I can't afford it. Yeah, that would be nice. I have noticed, though, that prices are coming down. So I don't know if you guys are keeping track of that or not, but the whole F1 thing, which is taking place, I believe, in November in Las Vegas. I'm pretty sure it's November. They started off with these packages like $12,000, $13,000, and now it looks like there's packages available for like $6,000. So prices are coming down. He did Wednesday on Netflix. Love Asbury Park. Love Red Bank too. I love Red Bank as well. I used to live in Middletown, New Jersey, which is right north of Red Bank. Red Bank's a great town to visit. The whole Monmouth County area is beautiful. Jeff, do you remember the Haunted Mansion? And I think in Long Branch and Brigantine Castle, the Haunted Mansion. Why does that sound familiar? Is it Long Branch? You're jogging my memory. That sounds familiar. The Haunted Mansion does sound familiar. And Long Branch, yeah. I don't know. It sounds familiar. Mars Attacks was great. Sleepy Hollow. Mars Attacks had a great cast. I remember that. I don't remember much about the movie. But the cast was incredible. Sleepy Hollow, so many layers to his films. He always saying something perhaps very subtly, but he's saying it. Have you ever stayed at the Plaza in New York City? I believe it is near the Ritz-Carlton. I have never stayed at the Plaza, but I've been at the Plaza a lot of times. I've eaten there. I think I did a convention there once. That's Trader Vic's, I think it's called. Is it Trader Vic's? There's like a tiki bar there that I used to go to. And there's a restaurant called the Edwardian Room in the Plaza. Great fish, really good fish at the Edwardian Room at the Plaza if you're fortunate enough to be in a position. And I didn't realize it until just a couple of years ago. They have a food court downstairs at the Plaza in New York City. Definitely check it out. All kinds of food, not like, Wendy's and Subway food court. These are all gourmet fast food type things. Really cool. You have to check it out. It's kind of like in the cellar of the Plaza. And thank you for making me happy. You make my days better and happier, and I'm really grateful that you are here. That's nice, Cute Pixel. I'm not sure if that's directed to me or someone that you're having a conversation with, but those are very nice words. I live in Freehold. Not me, but Melissa 2087 does. That's where Bruce Springsteen started out, was Freehold. Robert Camacho, have you been to the Quick Stop Grocery from the Clerks movie? I have been. That used to be my old neighborhood. I used to live in Middletown, New Jersey. I used to also be a district manager for Blockbuster Video. Remember Blockbuster Video? I had lots of stores in New Jersey that I was a manager over, a district manager. And that Clerks Video came out right when during the time that I was a district manager. I believe it was the mid 90s. And that Clerks store, there is an actual store there, and I visited it as soon as the movie came out. What's your opinion of the Sands going to Long Island, Nassau? The Sands going to Long Island, Nassau Coliseum. I don't know what that is, Pixie. Tell us what the Sands Casino? I don't know. Fill us in. Let us know what's going on. And Sweeney Todd, wow, who'd have thought he could do a musical, but he nailed it. But he didn't write Sweeney Todd, I don't think. Sweeney Todd's been around for a long time. I think it's been around a lot longer than the director has been around, but I could be wrong. I remember Sweeney Todd was on Broadway when I was in high school. So I don't even think Tim Burton was probably around the same age, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea. Sweeney Todd is cool, though. Angela Lansbury, yeah, she played in that. That's right. On Broadway. I don't know about the movie. The food court at the Plaza is really good. They used to have a great frozen yogurt shop. Now closed, but still good food. Yeah, I never even knew it was there until about 3 or 4 years ago. I was doing some New York videos, or Manhattan videos, and I just happened to walk downstairs. And I'm like, holy cow, I never knew this was down here. It's pretty cool. I assure you, we're open. There's so many one-liners from that movie. Awesome. I'm not even supposed to be here today. Yes, Deborah. I actually have a trailer or a screener. You guys probably don't know what a screener is, but that's like a free VHS. Remember VHS? They used to give them to like district managers and stuff so that we could recommend movies. And I used to have a garage filled with screeners. That's when VHS was popular. And I still have my Clerks screener. And it was a great movie. Very funny. A lot of one-liners. You guys are absolutely right. Mars Attack, Slim Whitman, Indian Love Call. Yes, Sands Casino wants to build a huge casino there. I had no idea. I have to check that out. No, he didn't create it. He just made the movie. Yeah. That message was for you, Jeff. Thank you, Q-Pixels. I appreciate it. Sweeney Todd was great. The movie with Johnny Depp. Never saw the musical on Broadway. Adrian, yes, I saw it on Fox News that Sands Casino was coming to the Nassau Coliseum, and locals were against it. Where are the Islanders going to play? That's what I want to know. Are they going to play in between slot machines? Me and Robert are Kevin Smith fans. Did you see? I think my favorite Kevin Smith movie was, Clerks. I have to say Clerks was probably my favorite. But there was another one, not Dogma. Oh, I can't think of it. It wasn't the mall one. It wasn't Mallrats. I did have a favorite. Well, like I said, I never cared for Clerks 2, but definitely the original Clerks was pretty cool. Here's a little known Burton fact. He has a thing for Presley's. Elvis's daughter, Lisa Marie, is in most of his movies. I had no idea. Very good. The Islanders have a new arena. Oh, I didn't even know that. Islanders have a new arena, UBS, at Belmont Racetrack. Son of a gun. See that? Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Chasing Amy, that's it. Thank you, YouTube Experiment. Chasing Amy. I really like that movie. And who was Amy? Was that Renee Well? Oh, I'm trying to remember the cast. I know Ben Affleck is in a lot of those movies. A lot of the the Smith movies. I'm trying to think of who was in Chasing Amy. We like Clerks 2. Still got to see Clerks 3 in its entirety. Only saw parts of it. You're so welcome, New York. Joey Lauren Adam. Oh, that's right. Yep, that's who it was. Renee Zellweger. I don't know. I guess she looks like her a little bit. Slowly dwindling down. We just dropped below 50. People in the chat room, that is. Are you hungry yet? Not yet. Are you a horror film? I'm not a horror film fan. But it's like a craving. Every once in a while, I want to see a good horror flick, and I don't go to the theaters. I just go into the living room, turn all the lights off, and sit there and make a big bowl of popcorn and watch a good horror flick. Not something I do that often. I really don't have much time to do something like that. But it's kind of like a sugar craving. You just once in a while get in the mood saying, I really want to watch a horror flick tonight. So that's what I do. Slots are calling. What time is it? Oh, it's 10:30. Holy cow. We have been online for exactly 3 hours and 1 minute. That's a long time, guys. Considering this was a fiasco when it started. Again, I appreciate all you guys do. I don't know what's going on late weeknights to eat their White House sub. There's at the Hard Rock right now, everything closes at 11. Well, I think it was 11. Now it's 12. So I have an hour and a half if I want to eat to head downstairs and order something if I want to. But I'm still not hungry. I just might forego dinner tonight and have a big breakfast, which I normally don't do. Have you been to Resorts Casino in Queens? I haven't been to any casinos in Queens. I know a lot of New Yorkers out there want me to visit those casinos. They don't have table games. Not that it would matter for a video because I don't film tables. Like I said, I've been wanting to do a lot more in New York City this coming spring and summer. So I might make it out to Queens and check out those. There's only two, I think, 2 casinos in Queens. And there's a lot of talk about future opening in Manhattan. So we'll see. I know Caesars, Hard Rock, and Wynn are all looking at properties. Caesars wants it right there in the smack dab in Times Square, which I think is a horrible, horrible idea. But who knows? Deborah, Jeff, you sure can talk. Yeah, I'm getting kind of hoarse, so I don't know how much longer I can do this. YouTube, yeah, they close at 11, I think. I went down. It was in the middle of winter. I think it was like, I don't know, December or January. I went downstairs at like 10:30 thinking they'd all be open, and they all closed at 10. But I think it's now 11. And then when the season, it's usually 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning. Adrian, Jeff, you're awesome. Thank you for all you do. Thank you. Are you rock royalty? No, I am like the second level. I'm not good with these levels as far as reward cards, and I should be, considering that I'm Jeff from New York and I talk about casinos a lot. But I am not a high level here at resorts. So my card, I think, is black. So that's like a beginner's card, but I still get comp, so I'm cool. I don't care what color the card is as long as I get comp rooms. I think in 2 minutes I have to go. So at 3:05, you will be leaving Q Pixels. Thank you so much for joining us. I was watching from my phone, out watching a ball game, came home and got on my laptop, and you're still on. Long stream indeed. Yeah, it is kind of long. And the only reason it's long is no one is leaving. So that's usually, when I get down to like 10 people, I'm like, all right, that's it. Call it a day. End of the shoot. But no one is leaving. We kind of like went from nowhere for this particular stream up to 60 and 50 people, and they're still all here. I have to get up at 5 in the morning, then you better get to bed. If Caesars opens in Times Square, I wouldn't be surprised if they have gunfights there. I just think that's a bad idea. There's so many other places in Manhattan. They definitely want to do Manhattan. All of these, the Wynn, Caesars, and Hard Rock. I think Hudson Yards was an idea, and I think that's a much better idea than Times Square. They need to stay out of Times Square. Mario Papa, good to see you. Jeff, sorry I'm late to the party. Just 3 hours late, Mario, but that's okay. We're cool with that. Good night, Cute Pixels. Good seeing you, and we'll see you soon at another live stream. And keep leaving those comments. We appreciate them. Kevin, my biggest disappointment in AC is limited late food. Usually end up at Tony's. Where did I have I didn't do the video yet, but I did a pizza at Perry's. Did you ever have pizza at Perry's? It wasn't that bad. It's in Tropicana on the boardwalk. It wasn't that bad. I have a video. It's in the can. So someday I'll publish it. Good night, Hugh. Hi. You're a good friend to me. Nancy, ask him a question. Good night, y'all. Good night, Jeff. Jeff, I got a business credit card that got me. I have a business credit card that got me Caesars Diamond and Status Match and a bunch of casinos in AC. I got rock royalty, but I'm sure I won't have it when it expires. Not enough spent. Yeah, that's the problem. Well, with the credit cards, they don't expire. So whatever level you're at, I think the credit card maintains that. I know that the Caesars card does and the MGM card. So if you make it up to like a diamond or whatever at Caesars, that credit card is going to hold that status for you, I think. But without the credit card, like Hard Rock, like you said, if you don't gamble here or whatever, eventually your level just goes down to the beginning again. Perry's is good, but takeout only. Oh, now that you mention it, yeah. Well, actually, I ate on the boardwalk. They have some tables outside, and I shared my pizza with a squirrel. I really did. I ate the pizza and I gave the crust to the squirrel. He or she really appreciated that. Listen, guys, I am talked out. We've been doing this for over 3 hours. I appreciate everyone, especially considering that the original idea of this was to do a nice walk on the boardwalk with a sunset, and it was a beautiful sunset. I could see it out my window while it was happening. But I'm losing my voice. So I am going to go. Again, I appreciate everyone. Thank you so much. I will do more live streams now that we're heading into the spring and summer season. I'm fixing up the studio again in the garage in case I don't do them live from Atlantic City. I will be in Las Vegas in a few weeks. I will be doing live streams from there, probably from hotel rooms, because I just can't seem to get the remote live streams. There are video creators here on YouTube that have that down to a science. That's pretty much all they do. My live stream is better off in stationary rooms where I can count on internet and stuff like that. So we'll see. Maybe someday I'll learn. But every channel is different, and mine's different from everyone else's as well. Thanks again. And if any of you guys have any questions or comments, this video will be available probably tomorrow on the channel. Feel free to comment below. If you haven't given the video a thumbs up yet, give it a thumbs up right now before you say good night. And good night, all. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you all soon. Keep an eye on that community room. That will let you know when the next live stream is, and they will be coming more often now. Take care, guys. Have a good night.